Now betting for the sports animal, your afternoon drive. Number 2, men on, Van Nunley and Fred Slow. And in the on-deck circle, Robert Buck D. Gibson.
This is Two Men On with Van Nunley and Fred Slow.
Yo, what it is, Duke City. Happy Friday. You did it again. You made it through another work week, boys. Big ups. Congratulations. Thanks for tuning in right here on 95.9 FM, AM 610, The Sports Animal. One Van Nunley right here across the glass on the ones and twos, pushing the buttons, taking the calls, and dropping bombs with all of his hot takes on the sports and sports adjacent world. Robert Buck D. Gibson. What's happening, my guy?
Man, this has been a long week. I am definitely ready for the weekend.
Oh, you got some big plans tonight? You got a show tonight? What's going on
tonight?
Not
tonight. It's the little pre-show. So tomorrow, I have the big jokes and jams out at Revel. So it's big thing.
How do the friends of the show get tickets to the jokes and jams?
All they have to do is go to reloadedtalent.com.
Well, that sounds easy.
That's it. It's going to be myself. If you're into Baby Bash, which the city loves, not just the city, but the entire area. They love
sure.
Baby Bash. We got a comedian from the first 6 seasons of Wildin' Out. His name is Spanky Hayes. He actually just landed.
Sounds nice.
Yeah, he's a funny dude. No, Spanky's the truth. So I picked him up earlier. He's a nice dude, man. I've been picking his comedic brain. So yeah, it's gonna be a great show.
Going to be a great show, but we got a great show for you here right now, talking all your sports and sports adjacent content. How long were you in LA, Robert? How long did you live there?
Let's see. I want to say 25 years.
Okay, 25 years.
Yeah.
Did it snow once?
Never.
Not once.
Not
right?
even close. No.
Well, it is snowing buckets in LA right now, and people don't know how to act.
Oh, that's crazy.
The first time since 1974 that there's been enough snow to stop traffic. There's so much snow that they canceled Major League Soccer's opening weekend at the Rose Bowl.
What?
A game.
Pasadena is getting snow.
Pasadena
No
not
way.
only is getting snow, they're getting enough snow that it snowed out the friggin' Rose Bowl.
Wow. So I had a buddy that was just in Vegas, and he called me, and he was saying the same thing. He's like, oh, it's snowing in Vegas, but I didn't think it would get that far west.
It's bonkers. Like, people legit don't know how to act. You know how people drive here when it rains?
Yeah.
Just like a sprinkle of rain, and people turn into an 86-year-old Asian grandmother. Like, just bam, like immediately. Just forget how to drive. They forget, like, those grooves in your tire? Those cool little lines?
Yeah.
They're there for the rain.
That's exactly why they're there.
If you didn't have elements on the road, if there were never pebbles or water or ice or slush, we'd all drive on completely flat, slick tires like the friggin' Indy 500 because they grip the ground better. It's better for your drivetrain. But no, your tires have grooves in them, so they will still grab the ground and divert the water off the tires. You can drive like a normal person when it's raining. I don't know how to tell you this, Albuquerque. You can just drive normally.
You're just going to give that breaking news like that?
Ba, 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 ba.
Breaking news from Van Nunley.
Oh, my God. Speaking of breaking news, did you see that Amazon item I sent to the
yes, what was
2 Men On text thread last night? So, okay. Let's say hypothetically I had a little bit of a buzz on last night. Hypothetically. I didn't really. Okay, of course. I had a buzz on last night. And I was looking up weird stuff on Amazon, and the algorithm caught a hold of my weird searches.
Yeah.
And its number one suggestion for me was the Party Hut 30 hot dog roller warmer grill cooker machine, commercial grade. So, you walk into a 7-Eleven.
I didn't know what you were doing with this.
I've I've drunk eBay'd, I've drunk Amazon,
Yeah.
some weird stuff before. And if like you blackout drunk Amazon, it's like Christmas morning. Like you're getting Christmas presents for yourself because the presents come in and you have no idea what you bought yourself because you were so hammered. I call it brownout drunk Amazoning. It's like Christmas morning. It is so fun. And I was doing it last night. Luckily, I was very calculated. I just needed to buy a new gym bag.
How did you get to this from a gym bag?
Went from a gym bag to 30 minutes later, Amazon suggested a hot dog roller. I was just like, as a weird adult, like what's some weird stuff that you can buy that you never thought you could buy? And I was just looking up weird stuff that I didn't think I could buy, like professional grade, like paint sprayers. Because somebody like got a super cheap paint sprayer and started spraying cars in their hillbilly town, windows and tires and all. And there's this awesome photo group on Reddit. Look that up. But I was like, and I started looking up the weirdest stuff I could buy. And I was like, okay, I bet I could buy everything in a gas station. And so I was just like looking up Slurpee machines. Like, I could buy a real Slurpee machine. I was like, I could buy a slush puppy. You remember slush puppies?
Yeah, slush puppies was the business.
Oh, dude, they used to hit so hard. And then the algorithm kind of figured out what I was doing, and it suggested I buy these professional grade hot dog rollers.
And they were cheaper than I thought they would be.
Yes.
Very much cheaper.
Yes. Like the nicest one with like a warming drawer on the bottom where you can like defrost your meats, just doing 360s, your sweaty meat spinning in circles, looking like it's going somewhere, but they're going nowhere. You could buy one of these machines for $260. You can cook and warm up 30 hot dogs, 30 taquitos, 30, what do you call the skinny hot pocket things, like the Italian taquitos, whatever.
Yeah.
Just the weird gas station
You
food.
you would purchase this and actually use it, wouldn't you?
Oh, I would buy this just to have a party.
Yeah, I was gonna
I'd be
say,
like, guys, bring your favorite hot dog and taquito condiments.
Mhm.
The hot dogs and taquitos are on your boy. And I would bust this out and I would use it one time and then never again.
Never.
Your boy's like 99% vegetarian.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what would you put on
What would I
this?
put on it?
That would get the least amount of wear and tear.
Just put like hot dog size asparagus on it. Just broccoli, just turning in circles on this thing. But yeah, I was looking up some weird stuff. If you want a good time, if you're having a couple end of the day cocktails by yourself, drunk Amazon, it's so much fun, especially if you forget what you order and then it shows up a couple days later.
Yeah.
You're like, what's
You'd
this?
be like, huh? No, I had no clue you can buy that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I thought there was like some manufacturing company you had to order that from.
Yeah,
Nope.
like
good old Amazon.
Yeah, like you had to have a license,
Yeah.
or something, or it'll plug into a special electrical socket,
Yeah.
that you got to have installed by a licensed electrician or friggin' whatever.
Nope.
No, you could just buy it. I could build my own gas station in like 2 weeks of drunk Amazon searches.
With no gas though. You just have the gas station, but no gas.
Oh, no gas.
No.
But the bomb taquitos, brother. You know, like Matt Damon had the movie Let's Build a Zoo or whatever. I'm gonna do that, but like it's the prequel with Van and Robert. We just like open a gas station from stuff we bought off of Amazon. What would we call the gas station?
Oh man, that's a good question.
2 men on Slurpees. No.
Nah, that don't that don't hit. That didn't hit.
All right. During the first commercial break, we're gonna name our gas station.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm looking here. I was looking at I didn't get to see what it looked like at the Rose Bowl. This is real snow, like accumulation.
Yeah, not just mess up the road so people can't drive there, like fill up the Rose Bowl with snow.
Yeah, it's people making snowmen.
That's so crazy. People are freaking out. My stylist, I have a stylist and a barber. Robert, what I do is I go to the stylist, he sets the template,
Mhm.
and then I go to my barber for like 6 months. So I just got a new haircut. If you can't tell, you can't see.
No, I saw you.
Can't
I
see it on the radio, obviously.
I
But
see you nice over there.
I got my summer cut like a month early. I lightened it up. I shaved the sides, looking strong.
Yeah.
But anyways, my stylist like booked a trip to like support all of the people who work for him, all of his stylists, all of the other people like in the studio and shop for LA.
Okay. Oh,
they're going to LA this weekend. The first time it snowed this much in 50-something years, they decide to go out to LA.
That's karma. That's not karma. That's like a sign of not going to LA.
Yes. You don't go to LA the first time it snows in 50 years.
Because then in my brain, I'm like, okay, there's going to be an earthquake. There's going to be something else.
There'll be mudslides now, right?
Yeah.
From all the snow?
Yep.
There'll be something stupid. Got a hell of a program for you today, Albuquerque. Got a hell of a program for you, friends of the show. Whether you're listening on 95.9 FM or AM 610, talkabq.com, the TuneIn app, the KNML app. If you're listening sometime in the future, wherever you get your podcasts, i.e. Stitcher, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, thanks for joining us. We wouldn't be here without you and without your support. We're going to hit a bunch of topics today. We'll open up the phone lines for the friends of the show. It's a Fredless Friday on the program as he is doing his Highlandish duties up in beautiful and historic Las Vegas, New Mexico. But you got your boy Van and your boy Robert here with you. And hey, we're all the way till 7. Full show, baby. Let's go.
Let's get it.
We wouldn't be here without our friends and the community. Shout out to John Lopez Real Estate and Coldwell Banker Legacy. Of course, we are live from their studio. We play on Team I-9. We start our days at the YMCA. I didn't start my day today at the YMCA, but I did go in the afternoon, got a good sweat in, got a good pump in. The boys do lunch at 66 Diner, and Van always gets a milkshake to go. You heard me, CJ Chavez from Evolve Strong. Your boy's drinking milkshakes, even while he's doing the Rise of the Phoenix, because your boy's getting swole and he needs those extra calories. And the weekends, and especially like probably 7:30 right on the dot tonight, is for Teller Vodka, New Mexico's vodka. When we get back, new baseball rules. And of course, it hits Manny Machado first. We got our first clock violation.
Oh, wow.
And our first freak out of spring training, LFG. You're listening to 2 Men on 95.9 FM, AM 610, the sports animal.
Well, traffic right now, southbound I-25. We got quite a bit of congestion there. It starts right around Osuna. It'll last until Comanche. I-40 headed west right now between the interchange and Coors. That's going slow as well. South of the city, I-25 between Albuquerque and Los Lunas. That's moving up to speed in both directions. North of town, Albuquerque to Santa Fe. No problems either direction there. If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, proudly providing New Mexicans with quality furniture and service for over 87 years. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
Godsmack, May 7th at the Isleta Amphitheater. Godsmack. Register and get your name on the winner's list for Godsmack tickets right now. Text SMACK to 505-246-0610. From your home for Smack and Smack Talk, 95.9 FM and AM 610, the sports animal.
3 people you should be 100% certain about: your barber, your plumber, and your tax pro. Switch to Jackson Hewitt and you can be 100% certain about your taxes. We'll get you your maximum refund guaranteed and we'll back your return for life. Don't be kind of certain or almost certain. Be 100% certain. Switch to Jackson Hewitt today and get 50% off tax prep. Limited time offer for new clients filing at participating locations. Max value $200. Visit jacksonhewitt.com/50 for terms.
O'Reilly. Count on the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts to recommend the best products for your vehicle and budget. Get maximum cooling system performance for 10 years or 300,000 miles with peak long life universal premixed antifreeze and coolant. Now just $6.99 after mail-in rebate. Limits apply. See store for details. Stop by your local O'Reilly Auto Parts today.
O'Reilly Auto Parts. with patriotsoftware.com. Accounting and payroll, keep your time and money.
Mike Capel here, serial entrepreneur. There are many time-wasting distractions in business. I call it noise. Noise prevents you from growing your business. The trick is to determine what's real and what's noise. Here's an example. If a payroll salesperson contacts you, it's noise. I say this because Patriot Software is scaling quickly with our 5-star rated payroll, and we don't have salespeople because our payroll product sells itself. Our payroll is for businesses with up to 500 employees. We handle payroll taxes, offer free setup and support, and our prices are proudly displayed on our website. Go to patriotsoftware.com. Use promo code RADIO and get 2 months of payroll free. That's patriotsoftware.com.
With patriotsoftware.com. Accounting and payroll, keep your time and money.
In New Mexico, we're kind of lucky. We get to experience a landscape like nowhere else in the country. From the heat of the desert to cooling off in the mountains, whether you're a snowboarder or still love to ski, from off-road trails to the turquoise trail and driving everywhere in between, nothing will get in your way. And with the all-new 2023 Ascent, love is now bigger than ever with seating for 8. And with 2.9% financing, you're going to love your Ascent. Stop by Fiesta Subaru on Lomas or fiestasubaru.com.
Don't show up to work without a tape. Everyone will know. And they'll talk about you in the lunchroom over a ham sandwich. It's the opening drive with Jeff Symbieta and JJ Buck. Weekday mornings from 7 to 10 on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Oh, damn, it's getting me pumped.
Fatality. Mortal Kombat.
Best fighting video game move all time. Johnny Cage's nut punch.
Oh, yeah, when he does the splits
in the nut punch.
Oh, yeah.
It's the best ever.
I'm with you.
Welcome back. 2 Men On, 95.9 FM, AM 610, The Sports Animal. We got our first clock violation, and it didn't take long as it happened on the first day of spring training. And, of course, it happens to San Diego Padres star Manny Machado. If you don't know, there's some new rule changes this year, and one that's meant to speed up the pace of play is, of course, the pitch clock.
Right.
So pitchers have 15 seconds to start their windup with no one on base and 20 seconds to start their windup with a runner on base. But for that to happen, the hitter has to play ball too.
Yes.
So he has to be in the batter's box with at least 8 seconds. And
I'm watching the video.
And he not even in the box yet, knowing damn well what he needs to do. I mean, he's no Manny Ramirez, but this is definitely Manny being Manny stuff right here.
Yes.
He knows what he's doing. You can see it on his face.
You can see it on his face, yeah.
Yeah,
he's messing around.
Yeah, you can see it on his face that he's doing it on purpose. Umpire quickly calls timeout, points to his watch. That's the new sign for clock violation.
Yep.
Calls a strike.
0-1.
0-1. That's how you start your year with the violation of the clock.
But you see what he did next pitch, right?
Yes. He immediately got a single.
Got a single. He's like, I'm just playing with y'all.
Just playing with y'all.
Don't get it twisted. I'm still that dude. I'm still that dude now. Don't play with me.
Oh, the balls on this guy. Turned down, what, $100 million? Another 5 years and 5 years, $105 million tacked on to the end of his contract. And he's going to say, no, thank you. $30 million isn't good enough for me. I'm going to opt out of my contract.
Know your worth, Kings.
You know, and
that's the ultimate know your worth.
For real.
Yeah.
Like, for real. Good for him. If he has, I mean, he was what, top 3 MVP votes last year.
Mm-hmm.
If he has another season like that, he's going to get PAID paid. If 30 million ain't enough for you, like, go crazy, baller.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not going to fault anybody for testing the market, testing your worth, trying to max out what you can get. But I see an extension happening. I think he loves being in San Diego. He loves his teammates. It's a very Latin team.
Oh, yeah. And young.
Yeah.
And real good for the first time, better than the Dodgers in a long time.
And he's like, yeah, for the first time ever, right?
Yeah.
beat them in the playoffs, expected to have more wins.
Building up on it. They're building on that playoff series win.
And he's still young, right? He's only 30. Yeah, he's only 30.
Yeah.
It seems like he should be like in his mid-30s by now because he started so damn young.
How old was he when he started?
So good. I think he was 19 when he started.
Oh.
Yeah, I think he was 19 when he started with the Orioles. But yeah, this is going to be one of many clock violations. And I just knew, like, yeah, he's 19.
19.
We broke into the league. 739 OPS as a rookie. That's really good. All-star very next year. This is going to be the first of many. And there's going to be so many freakouts. Like, you could tell from the video he was doing it on purpose.
Yeah.
He had a little smirk on his face. Like, he just wanted to test the waters. But this is going to happen in, like, pivotal moments. Like,
you think so?
Oh, 2 outs, 2 strikes, runner on second base, close game.
Oh, when that happens, all hell is going to break loose.
Buddy. You get rung up for the 3rd out on the 3rd strike when you got a chance to come back and win a game, you are going to freak out.
So, okay, let me get this straight. It doesn't matter. It can be 3rd strike, 3rd out, and this rule is in place.
Correct. Yeah.
Oh, man. Oh, there we go, baseball. That's what I'm talking about. Bring some drama to each at bat.
And look, I get it-ish. You want to provide a better product to the next generation. The biggest complaints is it's too slow. It takes too long. A pitcher taking 5 more seconds isn't going to add to the total of the game.
Very true.
Slimming down those commercial breaks, slimming down those replays sponsored by Toyo Tire or whatever. Big O Tires. This replay is sponsored by Big O Tire. Big O Tire, the best tire for you. By the way, if the lovely people at Big O Tire would like to reach out, 505-246-0610. We have yet to have a tire partner in the community. We'd love to have one. You got to trim these commercials down. You got to trim the replays down. It doesn't take 3 minutes and 30 seconds. It doesn't take 4 minutes for baseball players to run out on the field and warm up.
Right. So, well, see, we got to jump on this basically with the isotopes.
Sure.
You know, we've seen, you know, how much time is shaved off of these games and just how much focus you as a fan, you're more focused on the game.
Yes.
It doesn't take away, because here's my thing. I thought it was going to take away from the experience of being at the game. I don't think it touches that at all. I see all of this as a positive.
Yeah, as long as they streamline it, they get it right. And first off, don't piss off all the players. As long as they don't do that, it's going to be just fine. You might not even notice, really.
I'm trying to think, is there any player that we know of that has a name that we can name off the top of our head that this would affect? I can't think of any.
I got one.
Who?
Only one that I can think of. Luis Garcia from the Astros. The guy who rocks the baby.
Yeah.
His wind up is a whole 20 seconds all by itself.
Yeah, he got to shorten that up.
Yeah, he's got to tighten it up. But I don't see it really affects anyone.
Yeah.
Like, there's some pitchers that will, like, step off the mound a lot, and you could do that a couple times an inning, step off the mound and restart the clock. A lot of pitchers do that. You know, some pitchers like try to play mind games and wait to start the delivery, get the batter's timing off. It's going to affect some of that stuff. I mean, we saw it, like you said, like at the isotopes, like at the beginning of the year last year when they were really strict about the new rule changes. They shaved half an hour off the game, sometimes 45 minutes off the game.
Big time.
It's huge.
I'm just ready to see it in postseason, because I think that's where it will be the biggest impact in the game, because those are tense situations. If you're on the road or if you're at home. And I think that's where, if it comes to where it might be something kind of weird, is where it'll show its face.
The very first game today with the new rules, and this wasn't a nationally televised game where they have commercial breaks at a set time, 2 hours and 30 minutes on the dot. That's perfect for baseball.
Yeah.
To me, that's the difference with baseball and football, basketball, hockey. Football is a 60-minute game that takes 3 hours. Most of the time, 3.5 hours. Basketball is a 48-minute game that takes 2.5, sometimes 3 hours. Hockey's a 60-minute game that takes 3 hours. Baseball is a 3-hour game that takes 3 hours. That's how long it's supposed to take.
Yeah.
It's designed to take that long. Like if it wasn't for commercial breaks, you can literally play an NFL game in like an hour and a half.
Yeah, for real.
You know how
Yeah.
insane the NFL's corporate sponsors would be if you kept NFL to account on their time clock. Get out of here.
Now, you know who's really pushing it? The NBA.
Yeah.
It's getting unbearable. I do not like it. Was already bad when you had 2 minutes to go. It was kind of like NFL. You had 2 minutes. That means that's really 30 minutes.
Correct.
Now they have the replays and they actually show you. I don't want to see all that. Give me what the outcome of the replay is.
Yes.
I don't care. I don't want to see the ref go over there. They got the camera, the ref's over there, and they show them looking at it, and then they do. I don't care about that. Just tell me who got. Does the points count or does the foul count? I don't care about all the rest of it.
I'm 100% with you right there. I don't want to watch them make the judgment.
Yeah.
Watch replay after replay. It is completely unnecessary. And by the way, I'm pro ref. I'm pro umpire. Give me all the zebras. But we don't need as many zebras on the field. We don't need as many zebras on the court. We have 120 cameras pointed at this game. You can see every play from every friggin' angle. You don't need to send it up to the booth.
Right.
And then he cuts out the nice replays. And then he sends the replays down to the ref.
Yeah.
And the ref looks into the box. And then you got 3 more commercials by our new friends at Big O Tires.
One thing I will give MLB that I love, they let the announcers of the game make their analysis.
Sure.
They don't have someone, let's go to Chuck in New York.
Yeah.
And he's like some old
retired
umpire.
Exactly.
And from what I can see, I don't want to hear that. Because NFL, I think they mess it up. Because a lot of times that I've watched the games, the New York guy's completely wrong.
Yes.
And then they say, well, what would you have done? It doesn't matter what he have done. It's what's happening in this game right now.
Yeah, and that would shave so much time.
Yes.
It's like having the guy in the replay booth be an umpire, not some neutral, objective person who just does video stuff. Have an umpire be up in the box, immediately make the decision, relay the decision. Don't have the umpire on the field, the referee on the field, waste all that time looking at the play over and over again when there's a guy with perfectly good vision up in the video box already who can just say, oh, yeah, that was a foul.
Yeah.
Oh, he was out of bounds. Oh, that's a catch. Oh, no, that's a double play. He hit the bag first. You can see that stuff immediately. There's 120 cameras on the game, on the court, on the match, on the whatever. It's just a waste of time to fill in more commercials. And now baseball, your biggest victim of it. You're trying to change the game.
Let's see if it'll work, because I'm just looking up the average length of MLB games from 2000 until last year. We were all good, kind of hovering at 2.5 until we got to 2014. That's the first time the average game was 3 hours.
Okay.
2015, it went closer back to 2.5, but for the last 7 years, north of 3 hours.
And that's commercials.
Yeah.
That's reviews. That's replays.
Yeah.
That ain't a pitch count. The pitch count's going to shave like 5 minutes off. What's really going to get the game time down is cutting out commercial breaks, slimming down commercial breaks, not doing the look inside the box replays.
Right.
It's so easy. Listen to me. Bud Selig.
Hey, it was
Bud Selig. Listen to your boy. I got the answers. Put me on the payroll.
What would you rather be? Well, I think I know this answer.
Okay.
NBA commissioner, MLB commissioner, or NFL?
As far as like wielding power and salary and status, NFL. But my answer is baseball forever.
I know.
It's baseball forever.
Yeah, you would change up everything.
Yes.
You would change everything.
Yeah. By the way, Dark Lord, if you want to tempt me into stealing my soul, make me baseball commissioner. It's super easy. Quit trying all these lowball offers. Just make me baseball commissioner. It's yours. I'm already a ginger. You got half of it already. We're going to talk about FCC complaints on this year's Super Bowl, and you're probably going to guess what all the complaints were about.
Oh, I thought you were talking about for us.
Oh, God, no.
They're mostly me.
Hey, you've had a couple. You have had a couple, my friend. Hey, we got a couple yesterday with the perineum bit.
Yeah.
Obviously, we kind of knew that was going to happen.
Yeah.
FCC in the Super Bowl when we get back. You're listening to Two Men On, 95.9 FM, AM 610, the sports animal.
This report is sponsored by Jackson Hewitt. For your guaranteed biggest refund and 50% off tax prep, switch to Jackson Hewitt. 50% off is a limited time offer for new clients filing at participating locations. Max value $200. Visit jacksonhewitt.com/50 for terms.
Well, traffic right now, southbound I-25. We got quite a bit of congestion there. It starts right around Osuna. It'll last until Comanche. I-40 headed west right now between the interchange and Coors. That's going slow as well. South of the city, I-25 between Albuquerque and Los Lunas. That's moving up to speed in both directions. North of town, Albuquerque to Santa Fe. No problems either direction there. If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, proudly providing New Mexicans with quality furniture and service for over 87 years. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
The Mountain West. And one team is guaranteed an NCAA berth. Listen to the opening drive with Jeff Symbieta and JJ Buck, live from the Mountain West Tournament in Vegas. Brought to you by Coleman Vision. Perfect vision. Perfect game. California Closets. Custom closets, systems, and solutions for the whole home. New Mexico look. The best in New Mexico souvenirs and team apparel. And by Rich Ford. Celebrating 62 years at the corner of Lomas and Wyoming Northeast. Mountain West coverage and the NCAA tournament live here.
Did you hear about Taco Bell's apology? Yeah, they apologized for going too far with their breakfast. Like the naked egg taco and chicken biscuit nachos? It was too much. All you need in the morning is tasty, simple food. Like the breakfast crunch wrap. Fluffy eggs, melty cheese, sausage, crispy hash browns, wrapped in a warm tortilla. Or, as some call it, a breakfast crunch thing. Grab one today, only at Taco Bell. At participating U.S. Taco Bell stores during breakfast hours only until 11 a.m. while supplies last. Contact local store for hours and participation, which vary.
By now, you know that sound. It's the sound of the Home Depot. But what about those sounds? Those are the sounds of a new Frigidaire kitchen suite, complete with the latest technology to keep food fresh, dishes clean, and cooking needs met for all families. Making this the sound of savings on top brand appliances. The Home Depot. How doers get more done. Final days to get up to 25% off select appliances, including Frigidaire, ends March 1st. Offer valid February 9th through March 1st, 2023. U.S. only. See store or online for details.
I'm Martin Hoke, the inventor of Navage Nasal Care, and I love Navage. I've told you about how your nose is the body's air filter, that Navage's powered suction will help flush out allergens, viruses, mucus, and germs, and that Navage will help you breathe better. But what do other people say about Navage? Like Haley, quote, Navage is the best thing I bought. I love it. My nose feels so clear now and I can breathe. I've been struggling with a stuffy nose for weeks. I bought Navage and it's amazing. Or this one. I use Navage every night, could not imagine life without it. I have 5 cats, and before I found Navage, I was a clogged mess. Now I breathe so much better, unquote. Those are 2 of over 100,000 online reviews praising Navage, the all-natural solution trusted by over 3 million people to help you breathe better, sleep deeper, snore less, and stay healthier without drugs. Navage is available at Walmart, CVS, Walgreens, Target, Rite Aid, and online. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E, clean nose, healthy life.
Progressive presents Adjusting to the Suburbs.
I never thought I'd care about gardening until I bought a house in the suburbs. But now I find myself in conversations about liquid fertilizer, and I wonder, am I the fertilizer guy now? No way. Everyone knows the ratio between phosphorus and nitrogen, right? Yeah, I'm still totally cool.
Anyway, when you save with Progressive by bundling your home and auto, that's the easy part of adjusting to the suburbs. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company coverage provided in service by affiliates and third-party insurers.
When you're an innovative business, every blinking cursor, every blank page is an opportunity. What will you do with it? Will you make something better or create something new? Our Dell Technologies advisors provide you with tools and expertise to do incredible things. Because we believe there's an innovator in all of us. For advice on smart PCs powered by Intel V Pro that's built for business, call a Dell Technologies advisor at 877-ASK-DELL.
Dear winter, Toyota's got 20 vehicles with available all-wheel drive and four-wheel drive, and that's more than any other auto brand. From winter-ready SUVs like Highlander and RAV4 to steady sedans like the Camry all-wheel drive, Corolla hybrid all-wheel drive, and the all-new Crown. Plus rugged trucks like Tacoma and Tundra. We're ready. Yours, Toyota. Toyota, let's go places.
Based on manufacturer's websites as of 11/21/22.
Visit your Albuquerque Santa Fe Toyota dealer today. Toyota, let's go places.
Don't bet on any futures for NFL quarterbacks, period. I'll tell you why this Saturday morning at 7 a.m. with Name 3 players on the Sports Animal.
Welcome back to Two Men On, 95.9 FM, AM 610, the Sports Animal. As always, we're live from the John Lopez Real Estate and Coldwell Banker Legacy Studio. We play on Team I-9. We start our days at the YMCA. Lunch, that goes down with the boys at 66 Diner. The boys are getting strong at Evolve Strong. And the weekends, that's for Teller Vodka, New Mexico's vodka. So I teased this right before we went to the break, Robert, and I don't know if you saw this story. But to put this into perspective, over 100 million people watch the Super Bowl.
Yes.
At the peak, 108 million people watch the Super Bowl.
Right.
Which is 11 million short of the 119 million people that watched Rihanna's Super Bowl halftime performance. She beat the game by 11 million people.
That's how you do it. That lets you know they picked the right person to do the Super Bowl halftime.
Yes. And she killed it, by the way.
Yes, she did.
We talked about it before. Like, obviously, we did this, right after the Super Bowl. But she is a stone cold killer. And like I said, I was never into Rihanna. Was never like a big fanboy. But I know of her. I know how popular she is. I know how big of a deal she is. And I was listening to the halftime show, and I was like, oh, that's a banger. I didn't know that was her.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a banger. I didn't know that was her. Oh, that's a banger. I didn't know that was her. Oh, when's Jay-Z coming out? I know this one.
Yep.
But yeah, she had hit after hit after hit, and it was a great halftime show. Her being suspended and just floating in midair. How is she up there? Obviously, like with pictures, like you see the lines and you see the bolts and the buckles holding her up. But when you're watching it in real time, you're like, oh my God, she's just floating in the air. How is this pregnant lady just floating through the sky, entertaining all these people? I thought it was great. I thought it was a top 10 all-time halftime show, probably somewhere in the 7 to 9 range. Is that about where you had it?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Perfect fit in that area.
It was no Prince, it was no Death Row, but it was one for the ages, that's for sure. But not everybody agreed with us, Robert.
Yeah, I see this.
103 complaints were made to the Federal Communications Commission about the Super Bowl broadcast, and almost all of them were about Rihanna's halftime show performance. You want to guess what these complaints were about, Robert?
Yeah, I already know. I already know. It's the dance moves.
Yes, it's the dance moves.
It's the dance moves. Even though she wasn't even close to doing the dance moves that we're used to seeing her do.
Nope. These were wholesome compared to what her music videos would look like.
I'm looking at these complaints. They're making fun of her. Not fun. They're complaining about her outfit as well.
Yeah.
What?
Uh-huh.
How?
I think this gives a statistical advantage to the Kansas City Chiefs. How all of her dress was solid red and her dancers were all solid white.
So the complaints, Robert.
Yeah.
Surprise, surprise. We're all set to the pornography category.
Oh my gosh.
For overtly sexual dancing and movements that were patently offensive and completely inappropriate for children. First off, When was the last halftime show that was appropriate for small children?
Oh my gosh.
When was the last football game that was appropriate for small children?
I wonder, did they watch the J-Lo Shakira one?
Sure. Yeah.
This woman is fully clothed. You don't see any skin. It's everything from the neck down is super covered up.
Yeah, I didn't think it was anywhere close to being that sexual.
Yeah.
Like, okay. When Madonna did it, she grabbed her crotch. She's just a woman comfortable in her own skin.
Yeah.
She's America's diva. She's a real pop star. Surprise, surprise. There's a big difference here again.
Yeah, I'm seeing a pattern.
When Rihanna does it, a viewer in Utah wrote, "This year the halftime show was so indecent, I had to turn off the TV because of the pornographic content."
Those are the people that you try to figure out how did they even get a TV.
And also,
it was like the Amish people. Like,
yeah, sure. Is Jebediah cranking?
Yeah.
Is he cranking the television right now so you can watch this? And look, a woman in Florida writes, she spread her A cheek at the crack. She rubbed her pants where her labia was 3 times. Not just the once, Robert. She rubbed her pants where her labia was 3 times. Second most watched halftime show behind Katy Perry's 2015 performance.
Oh my gosh.
Second most all time. At the peak of the program, 5 million people watched the halftime show more than the Super Bowl. At the peak was 11 million. 505-246-0610. Hit us up on the Sports Animal Hotline. You got a hot take, we will put you on air. We got a friend of the show on with us, Robert. Who we got here?
Yeah, we have the one, the only Bruce Wayne.
Oh, Bruce Wayne, my dude. What you got? We talking about sexual dancing here? What you got?
Yeah, it's crazy how even after the Super Bowl is over, how polarizing the football is, and we can't get off it. And speaking of not getting off of things, did you watch the halftime show?
Of course.
Yes.
Did you see I get it, it was probably maybe into window stuff. I thought what I really saw was a pregnant placenta with a bunch of sperm trying to get to that. I saw that first. Maybe I was drinking too much, but my wife saw that too. And
That's a great bit.
It just seemed like there was a lot more euphemisms in there than people are getting offended for. They're more worried about the surface level stuff when maybe there was more to that dance than it really was. And maybe I'm reading into it, but it still looked, there was definitely more to that than I thought. There's always the weird conspiracies about this Illuminati and there was signs of Illuminati. I just think it was a pregnant woman trying to get pregnant. That's what it looked like to me. But that's everybody's perception of what it is. But it was still entertaining. But it's crazy that you say 11 million. That's who tuned in. I mean, that's not to say how many Super Bowl parties are, and then there was people watching it that was in a group of bunch of people. So there's a million that actually saw that. So
yeah, by their estimation,
it's still going to be it's still entertaining nonetheless. I think we read into way too many things and not just enjoy it for what it is. It's just a performance, and that's it. Let it be what it is. Don't read into too much. But I could not help not to read in a little bit to maybe some of the euphemisms that were associated with that. But you guys have a good weekend. I just thought I'd chime in to get your thoughts on that.
Appreciate you. Hot take, Wayne. I like that a lot.
I want to know who has the FCC on speed dial.
Oh, I know exactly who these people are.
Come on, man. You know how raggedy and sorry your life is to be watching that Super Bowl halftime and say, you know what? Let me get the FCC on the line.
Mm-hmm. I'm watching these elite athletes running to each other at full speed, breaking each other's bones and tearing ligaments and giving each other concussions, spit flying everywhere, expletives you can hear on the microphone. But you know what bothers me? That hip thrust in Rihanna. If she moves them hips one more time, I will not be able to handle this. And Robert, to answer your question, I know exactly who these people are calling the FCC. These are the same people who treat your local servers at your diner like garbage.
Oh, you're hitting the nail on the
It's
head.
the exact people. It's the exact people who complain about when there's not white chocolate M&Ms at the gas station. These are the same people that
Man.
find any reason to be upset and complain.
I'm just going to tell the real. These are the people who hated Elvis then, but they love him now. That's what it was. That's what it is. You get that? You get that?
Oh, that's so good. Oh, you nailed it. Looks like the Sports Animal Hotline's lighting up. Who do we got?
We got a friend of the show, Marty.
Marty, my dude, what's happening?
Hey guys, you know, when I think about people that complain about that, maybe they were, just maybe they associated her being pregnant with the act of getting pregnant. So in their mind, they were the ones they were thinking dirty.
Sure.
Yes.
Sure.
So when people think about it, when people make comments like that, is, dude, I wasn't even thinking about that. You're the dirty one.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah, I mean, let's
Right?
get Sigmund Freud in on this. See what he thinks.
Exactly.
It is,
Put
I
some
believe it
reasoning
is
to
your
it.
repressed sexual desires for your mother and father.
So it's like, you know, when people make comments, it's like, okay, do you really feel that way, or do you wish you were up there, or do you involve yourself in some kinky, weird stuff?
Yeah.
How did you notice?
Right?
How did you notice that? I was just watching a lady sing and dance.
Exactly.
That's all I
Exactly.
saw.
It's like the neighbor across the street, freaking neighbor, right? Shakes at everybody, he's nice at everybody, but then all of a sudden the cops are over at his house and getting arrested for, you know what, pornography.
Yeah.
So,
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm just saying, I think that's what went through their head is they saw a pregnant woman and they started thinking all these crazy thoughts, and she making all this money. I guess apparently she get paid, but look at her. She's more popular now than ever. So
Yeah,
kudos to her.
she got paid in streams. That's what it was. Everyone went back and listened
Exactly.
to her music.
So really quick on the Lobos tomorrow.
Sure.
They got to play with energy 40 minutes. That's been the problem with the 8 losses, is they go through lapses of, you know how it is. You start reaching, you're committing these fouls. That just tells me you're not playing with the same intensity throughout the whole game. And you know, I've seen it through these games where they've lost, as these teams go on these spurts because the Lobos aren't bringing it defensively, or they're missing assignments, or out of plays. And that's what I see. So they're going to have to just play with that same intensity, 40 minutes. It's going to have to be a team effort. I like to see the substitutions play out a little different. Sometimes I kind of, with Coach Patino, I love him to death. I think he's a lifesaver for the program, but I've said it before, I'm not crazy about his substitution packages. I'm not. Sometimes I think you got to throw out bigs with bigs and mix it up a little bit.
Yeah.
But that's just my thought.
No, seriously, I agree with you. That first 4-game losing streak, I mean, you could definitely see it was second half defense. They just weren't playing a good team defense, and they have to chunk up shots to play catch up. But I mean, last game they shot 30% from the field. You're not going to win a basketball game shooting 30% from the field. Hey, thanks for the call, Marty. Thanks for being a friend of the show. When we get back, I'm going to go back in time 87 years.
Whoa. I don't want to go.
Talk about the first.
Leave me here, man.
And I'm going to talk about the first NFL draft. I got a cool story for you. You're listening to 2 Men On, 95.9 FM, AM 610, the Sports Animal.
This report is sponsored by Jackson Hewitt. When it comes to your tax refund, think biggest. As in, Jackson Hewitt guarantees your biggest refund or your money back, plus $100. Get to Jackson Hewitt for your biggest refund, guaranteed.
And taking a look at traffic right now, dealing with slowdowns westbound on I-40. Those are going to start right around the interchange. They'll last until Coors. Congestion southbound on I-25, Osuna to Comanche. Westbound Paseo between 2nd Street and the river. That's moving slow. Also dealing with some slowdown southbound on Coors as you approach Montano. If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress. proudly providing New Mexicans with quality furniture and service for over 87 years. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
This is Jim Rome with the CBS Sports Minute. Finally, Eric Bieniemy in front of some cameras and a microphone, and it was great to see it. He showed up and was introduced as the assistant coach and the offensive coordinator for the Washington Commanders. And yes, I know there are lots of haters, lots of skeptics, lots of doubters. And Eric Bieniemy said he was betting on Eric Bieniemy. I love that bet. I'd take that bet. I'm Jim Rome.
The Opening Drive with Jeff Symbieta and JJ Buck.
Terrence Mathis, former Lobo, and now he's going to the College Football Hall of Fame.
18-year-old teenager comes cross country, and then they help you grow into the man that you are today. And I will always, not only Lobo football and the University of New Mexico, but the city and its fans and its people and its culture and its food will be part of my story as long as I live.
Start your morning weekdays at 7 on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
It's been tough talking to my doctor about constipation with belly pain, discomfort, and bloating. I finally laid all my symptoms out there and how they keep coming back. She said I may have irritable bowel syndrome with constipation, or IBS-C. We agreed it's time to try something different.
Linzess, or linaclotide, is a prescription medicine that treats IBS-C in adults. Linzess works differently than laxatives. It lets you have more frequent and complete bowel movements and helps relieve overall abdominal symptoms, belly pain, discomfort, and bloating. These symptoms were studied in combination, not individually. Do not give Linzess to children less than 2 years old. It may harm them. Do not take Linzess if you have a bowel blockage. Get immediate help if you develop unusual or severe stomach pain, especially with bloody or black stools. The most common side effect is diarrhea, sometimes severe. If it's severe, stop taking Linzess and call your doctor right away. Other side effects include gas, stomach area pain, and swelling. There could be more to your story with IBS-C. Visit a doctor in person or online. Say yes to Linzess. Learn more at linzess.com or call 1-800-LINZESS. Sponsored by AbbVie and Ironwood Pharmaceuticals.
There's an old saying that the family that plays together stays together. But the family that plays together at Electric Playhouse is competitive. They don't call it Electric Playhouse for nothing. The juices get flowing in Albuquerque's own immersive gaming and dining center. Family bonding has never been this much fun. So put away the Monopoly board, tell the kids to turn off the video game, and head to Electric Playhouse where they can be in the video game. There's 16 interactive areas of games and art where your body controls an environment exploding with colors and sounds. When you get hungry, Electric Playhouse has food on site like pizza, tacos, salads, and burgers. Mom and dad can even enjoy an adult beverage. Electric Playhouse's family bundle is Tuesday's sweet deal. That's 4 general admission gameplay passes, a pizza, and soft drinks. And it's a $100 value for just $50. Don't have a family? Find 3 friends who like fun and pizza and you're good to go. Log on to the station's website Tuesday at 9 a.m. to get your deal. Find your play at electricplayhouse.com.
Mike Capel here, serial entrepreneur with words from another happy customer.
Atrius Software Accounting is amazing. I was able to see where's all my expenses going, where's the revenue, which month had more revenue. I definitely recommend it to you guys who are a small business and need to record your expenses. And they just make it so easy. I was like, wow, affordable and easy to use. I have recommended it to colleagues.
Easy to learn, easy to use. Small business software tailored just for you.
Visit us at patriotsoftware.com. That's patriotsoftware.com.
With patriotsoftware.com, accounting and payroll, keep your time and money.
Don't bet on any futures for NFL quarterbacks, period. I'll tell you why this Saturday morning at 7 a.m. with Name 3 players on the Sports Animal.
Welcome back, Duke City. You listen to 2 Men On 95.9 FM, AM 610, The Sports Animal. I told you I'm going to take you back 87 years, Robert. Luckily, not in a time machine. We get to stay right here on the radio.
Good, because I was just going to look out the window.
Have you heard of Jay Berwanger?
No.
Okay, I doubt you would have. Jay Berwanger in 1936 won the Downtown Athletic Club trophy. Does that sound familiar?
Isn't that the Heisman?
It's later renamed the Heisman Trophy very following year. And the very next year was the first NFL draft. The Philadelphia Eagles had the first pick and was going to select Jay Berwanger, but they know that he couldn't meet his salary demands of $1,000 a game.
Ooh, balling back then.
So they traded the rights to draft the Downtown Athletic Club trophy winner, halfback Jay Berwanger, to his hometown Chicago Bears. He played for the University of Chicago, wanted to stay in Chicago and play football.
Got what he wanted.
But he knew he was the best. He knew he was going to be the best in the league, much like Manny Machado. He knew his worth, my friend.
Yes.
So coach and general manager, part owner of the Chicago Bears in the 30s, one Mr. George Halas, big name. Sure you heard of that.
Forefather of the NFL.
Yep. So he never signed with his hometown Bears.
Let me guess. Papa Bear Halas was not trying to pay him that much.
That is correct.
I knew it.
Berwanger wanted a $15,000 salary. Coach and owner, George Halas, his final offer was $13,500. The Heisman Trophy winner.
Wow.
Number one pick in the draft. The undisputed best player in the country, would have immediately been the best player of the game. Never played in the NFL because of a $1,500 difference in salary.
Okay, I've seen pictures of George Halas. He looks like he's not the guy to spend money.
Well, I mean, he did own a team.
This story goes with the way he looks in my head. Just he's not giving that I'm going to offer you this and that's all. Not a penny more.
And that's after weeks of negotiating.
Yeah. Did you see what he Berwanger ended up becoming?
Yes. He said that $1,500 is enough difference in salary that I'm going to go work at a rubber factory.
Wow. He became a foam rubber salesman.
He decided
man.
to be a rubber salesman.
He could have been
instead of the best player in the NFL.
He could have been like one of the early superstars of the NFL.
$15,000 in 1936 is about $322,000 today. So 10% of that would have been about $32,000. So could you imagine the number one pick right now?
Wow.
Not playing because of $32,000?
That's insane.
Surprise, surprise. He had a few regrets later in life. He regrets not playing in the NFL. You don't say.
Well, the league has changed so much. I don't see an owner not basically doing what the best college player who's going to be number one. You have the number one pick, which is crazy. It is the Bears.
Yes, it is the Bears. 87 years later. How are they going to screw this one up? 5 o'clock coming up, and we're talking Russ Wilson. What won't this guy do? 1 hour in the books, having a lot of fun with it. You listen to 2 Men On, 95.9 FM, AM 610, the sports animal.
And traffic right now, things moving slow westbound on Paseo. You're going to run into those slowdowns right around 2nd Street. They'll last until the river. Southbound on I-25, congestion from Osuna to Comanche. Also, things moving slow westbound on I-40 right now. Those slowdowns start at the interchange, and they will go until Coors.
This report is sponsored by Jackson Hewitt. Want to be 100% certain about your taxes? Jackson Hewitt backs your return for life. Switch today and get 50% off tax prep. 50% off is a limited time offer for new clients filing at participating locations. Max value $200. Visit jacksonhewitt.com/50 for terms.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, proudly providing New Mexicans with quality furniture and service for over 87 years. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
This is Jim Rome with your Rome Report. Russell Wilson is not having a very good week. I thought that it couldn't get any worse when Tariq Woolen said that dude is built like, quote, a sack of potatoes. What Russ may or may not have expected was that bomb the Athletic drop this morning. He didn't just try to run off the gum assassin. He tried to get the GM blown out as well. You want to talk about brass. He went directly to Seattle ownership and tried to get the coach and the GM fired. And instead, it got him traded to Denver, where nothing has gone right since. And believe me, there is a lot more in that column, including Russ having his own office on a floor separate from the players and his own quarterback coach, nutritionist, and therapist. And what did that get him? A 5-12 year.
Finding great people to hire is like trying to find a needle in a haystack. It's pretty difficult, right? Well, ZipRecruiter has mastered finding a needle in a haystack, so they take it to the next level. They make hiring so simple that it's like finding a needle in a needle stack. And that's why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Here's what it's like to use ZipRecruiter. They have so many qualified candidates that it's easier to find the right ones for your roles. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. That's a lot of needles. So how do they do it? ZipRecruiter's powerful technology sends you candidates who are a great match for your job, and you can even invite your top choices to apply. So if you want less hay and more needles, head to ZipRecruiter.
And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/RADIO. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire.
I'm attorney Kevin Rowe. If the insurance companies treated you fair after you've been in an accident, we wouldn't be in business. They have teams of adjusters, investigators, and attorneys that are all working against you and want to pay you as little as possible for your injuries. When we call, the insurance companies listen. We'll fight hard to get you all the money you deserve and to keep you out of the courtroom. Don't settle for less. Call Lerner Rowe Injury Attorneys today at 544-4444. The call and the advice are free.
Lerner Rowe can get you more. Call 544-4444.
Insurance Research Council, July 2014.
K240BL Albuquerque is 95.9 FM, AM 610 KNML Albuquerque. The sports animal, proud to be a Cumulus media station, even if they're not that proud of us.
Now betting for the sports animal, your afternoon drive. Number 2, Men On, Van Nunley and Fred Slow. And in the on-deck circle, Robert Buck D. Gibson.
This is 2 Men On with Van Nunley and Fred Slow.
5 o'clock, Albuquerque. What we getting into tonight? We getting loose? I'm not. I'm being wildly responsible tonight.
I was going to ask you, is that your plan?
No,
I was going to say it didn't sound too convincing.
I have a little meeting after this, and then I'm going to be a good boy. As you know, I'm getting strong with Evolve Strong. Because Van is participating in the Rise of the Phoenix program, and I still got 2 months to go. So I got to take it easy every once in a while.
Right.
Like I told you, I drunk Amazon last night. So now I got to take Friday off because I took Thursday on.
Mm-hmm.
Congratulations. You made it through another week. It's quitting time. All my 9-to-5ers out there just getting in your car and joining us. Let's have some fun with it. What do you say me, you, and Robert make fun of Russell Wilson?
That's not hard.
He's like...
It's not hard at all.
He's like the dorky Antonio Brown. It's just story after story after story. And the new one today...
It's so crazy because I was going to... You know how Superman has Bizarro Superman?
Yeah.
I don't know which one of them are the bizarro ones.
Which one is?
I can't tell.
Oh, one of them hangs with Kanye. Russ Wilson. Let's call him by his full name, Russell Wilson.
Russell.
Do you know how many L's are in Russell Wilson?
After this story, I have to count them up.
12 last year. So Russ Wilson, story comes out, the Athletics dropping bombs. So for as dorky and boring as the Athletic is, they do some good sports journalism. Going to give them credit for that. Athletic drops a bomb today that Russell Wilson tried to get both Pete Carroll and the general manager. I'm going blank on his name. What's his name? Schlesinger? Schneider? John Schneider? I think it's John Schneider. That sounds right. Anyways, try to get his coach and GM fired on a down year. Oh, wonder why they had a down year. Maybe it was Russell Wilson. So the whole organization said, no. We would like to have the frog cosplaying, gum chewing, 76-year-old Pete Carroll than our MVP quarterback, Russell Wilson. Adios, brother. This is so funny.
I think this is one of those the straw that broke the camel's back. I don't think this is a one thing when it comes to him and the organization.
Oh, this had to be so many things.
Oh yeah.
You know, historically, like, okay, whoever Russell Wilson's media team is, whoever the Seahawks media team is, did a fantastic job of painting Russell Wilson as this wholesome, hardworking family man who dedicates his life to charity. I bought it hook, line, and sinker.
The only group that did a better job was whoever was handling Bill Cosby for all these years.
Yes. Weinstein Media Group. Yeah, you guys deserve every award. Every friggin' award. Whoever runs his marketing, Seahawks marketing, because they had me fooled.
Yeah.
They had me legit fooled.
I think this is they're the reason why he got Sierra too. Everything is a sham.
Yeah, what do they have on Sierra? Had to lock her down with this weirdo Russell Wilson. Dude, like, I used to think of him as like the hardworking, Christian example for every young athlete.
Mm-hmm.
Would go show up to children's hospitals without announcing to the media. You'd only find out days or weeks later, all the charity work, donating money not in his name. You wouldn't find out till way after. I was fooled. This guy shows up to Denver in a truck that is the biggest truck I've ever seen in my life and go crazy. Hey, look, dudes out there, truck guys, I get it. I played with trucks in my sandbox when I was a kid. Everyone had, micro machines or what are the other toys? Hot Wheels.
Yeah.
Everybody played with trucks. I get it, big truck guy. But aggressively big truck guy, like you have to spend more than the truck's worth to make it bigger than it should be, truck guy.
And you have to add in that you're not like a big guy.
Yes.
Because to normal people, Russell Wilson is a big guy, but in football terms, he's not.
No, he's a shade under 6 foot. Me and Russell Wilson are probably the exact same size, but he has significantly more muscle mass.
Yeah.
And bigger hands and stronger knees and a better eyes for finding receivers. Not last year.
This story is wild because Sean Payton is a part of this story.
Yeah.
That's the wild part.
Yeah.
Because to me, that makes this story real legit.
Oh, yeah. The Athletic is not going to put anything out that's not legit.
This is crazy.
TMZ fact checked the story. They endorsed it. Like, this is real. Like, he tried to get rid of Pete Carroll and the GM 2 years in a row and said, no, Russell, we're getting rid of you.
Now, you know who should go?
You fool.
You should go.
You weirdo. Get out of here. Careful. It's a little spicy.
Okay, let's be real. There are a level of players that can pull this move. He's just not on that level.
Thought he was.
It wasn't because of them they won a Super Bowl. He must have forgot. He's the reason why they lost the second one.
Correct. A defense.
Yeah.
And Marshawn Lynch got them to and won them the Super Bowl.
Yes.
Not Russell Wilson. Only when the Seahawks were down, when the Seahawks weren't a running and defense first team, did he start putting up numbers.
Yeah.
He was a game manager early in his career. He was a don't screw this up guy early in his career. He forgets that. He forgets that Pete Carroll made him. You trying to get rid of the guy that made him into who he was? He gone.
I love the way that even the way he came back and did a rebuttal on this story. I didn't like it.
Oh, of course.
Because it's Russell Wilson. It's what we thought he would say.
Exactly what he thought he would say.
He said, I love Pete. He was a father figure to me, and John believed in me and drafted me as well. I never wanted them fired. All any of us wanted was to win. I'll always have respect for them and love for Seattle. I tell you who don't want to hear that, Seattle.
Yeah. I don't love you.
You're not getting the treatment that those teams or players on those teams will get. Everybody, okay, look, this is crazy. Richard Sherman, we know what he's done off the field.
Uh-huh.
Let him go to Seattle. They love him.
Mm-hmm.
Marshawn Lynch, we know what he's done off the field.
Yep.
Love him. Pete Carroll, everyone. Cam Chancellor. But when it comes to Russell Wilson, no, it's different. They're gonna give him those weird vibes.
They knew he was a weirdo.
Yeah.
Like real Seattle fan knew he was a weirdo and was not sad to see him go. There wasn't this huge outcry from
right.
Seahawks Nation.
You're
like,
right.
oh my God, what are you doing? You're ruining our franchise.
You're right.
They're just like, yeah, we trust Pete. We're good. We got Geno. We got Geno. We're fine. And then he has the audacity. Like the second that he got out of Seattle, you started to get exposed to who Russell Wilson really was. You remember them comments about, oh, good, now I'm on a team where I ain't got to do it all myself?
Yes.
You remember that stuff?
Yep.
And then the weird Let's Ride photo shoot where it instilled zero confidence in me whatsoever. I didn't believe that fool to be a dude.
Having his own little personnel come in and tend to him that's not on the team payroll, having his own office. I don't know, man. Sean Payton better be as good as he's billed to be, because he's inheriting a bad situation, I think.
Well, he's going to put the foot down. I mean, he's going to be the law.
Yeah, but
everything they gave up for Sean Payton, like he's their guy.
Yeah.
The things that he did with Drew Brees, like they really believe that they can do that with Russell Wilson.
We'll see.
Immediately, they kicked him out of his own office.
Yeah, they're like, no, we don't do that. That was a press conference where
Russell
Sean
Wilson,
Payton was like, they asked him, he's like, I don't know what you're talking about. We don't do that here.
we don't do that. That's stupid. Russell Wilson had his own office on the second floor with the administrators and the coaches, like the front office people. It was a bunch of old suit and ties and Russell Wilson. His first day in the locker room, he says, hey, guys, I want you to know I'm here for you. I have an open door policy in my office.
In my office.
That's not what it means to be there for your team. Be in the locker room with your team, you weirdo. Not your own office with your own quarterback coach and your own nutritionist and your own trainer. That is weird. You're a weird dude.
His personal quarterback coach. What?
Yes. His own trainer, his own dietitian, his own throwing coordinator. He had his own team of people. It is so weird.
Yeah,
he is weird.
Sean Payton was like, yeah, I'm not too familiar with that.
Sean Payton.
He's like, that's foreign to me.
He's locking all of this weird stuff down immediately. Russell Wilson could say goodbye to all that accoutrement. There's no way.
If Sean Payton does this correctly, this is that Seahawks first championship run where they won the championship. This Denver team can be that exact team. Great defense and a quarterback who does not lose them the game.
Correct.
That's the route they have to go.
Peyton's got to drop him down a couple pegs.
Oh, he will. He probably already has.
His own coaching staff, his own office. Get out of here. He had like the way his office was described, they were like football versions of Live, Laugh, Love posters on his wall.
No.
Like inspirational quotes.
I believe it.
And like scribbled down ideas for like backyard kid flag football plays. Like he's just the weirdest dude. I can't believe I was that fooled. Usually I know like people's character and integrity, what kind of person they really are. Russell Wilson legit had me fooled. That dude is a weirdo.
Yeah.
That's what happens when you give the keys of the Porsche to a friggin' weirdo. They crash it into a wall.
So
we'll only give them the Civic.
Will this upcoming season, if the Broncos turn it around, does it turn around how you feel about Russell Wilson?
It'll turn around how I feel about Sean Payton.
That's where I was leading to.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Russell Wilson, he had me fooled. He's a weirdo.
Mm-hmm.
After that Subway commercial.
Oh yeah, dude, I'm
done forever.
I'm still kind of mad at you for even showing me that. So I never saw that before. It's like, why?
Oh, careful. It's a little spicy.
Between that and the World Cup song, we got beef.
My bad. If you strike out 7 times out of 10, you're an all-star, baby. All right, that's enough Russell Wilson talk.
Yeah.
It's a weirdo. We will have some more quarterback talk when we get back, as we're going to do a little hypotheticals for this quarterback carousel situation.
Let's do it.
505-246-0610. We'll take your hot takes on where all these quarterbacks are going, and let's have some fun with it. You're listening to 2 Men On, 95.9 FM, AM 610, the sports animal.
And traffic right now, seeing some slowdowns westbound on I-40 between 12th Street and Coors. Southbound I-25, Osuna to Comanche. That continues to move slow, and congestion westbound on Paseo right now between 2nd Street and the river. If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, proudly providing New Mexicans with quality furniture and service for over 87 years. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
The madness is coming. The madness is coming. Ugh, you guys always ruin this. I was trying to be dramatic. The madness is coming!
Oh, wow! Albuquerque's home for the Final Four and every other tournament game.
And it's over! This heavyweight battle is won by
95.9 FM and AM 610, the sports animal.
3 people you should be 100% certain about: your barber, your plumber, and your tax pro. Switch to Jackson Hewitt and you can be 100% certain about your taxes. We'll get you your maximum refund guaranteed, and we'll back your return for life. Don't be kind of certain or almost certain. Be 100% certain. Switch to Jackson Hewitt today and get 50% off tax prep. Limited time offer for new clients filing at participating locations. Max value $200. Visit jacksonhewitt.com/50 for terms.
O'Reilly. Count on the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts to recommend the best products for your vehicle and budget. Get maximum cooling system performance for 10 years or 300,000 miles with Peak Long Life Universal Premixed Antifreeze and Coolant. Now just $6.99 after mail-in rebate. Limit supply. See store for details. Stop by your local O'Reilly Auto Parts today.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
One search engine is used by 9 out of 10 consumers. Hint, the name begins with a G. And there are hundreds of things that go into being ranked highly by that engine. Your website, your business profile, even your social accounts. A couple of slip-ups and you find yourself on page 7. But at Cumulus Boost, we have the experts and resources to fix what's wrong and boost your findability so you can rank higher than your competition. Get started today at cumulusboost.com. CUMULUS boost.com.
In today's home mortgage market, it's important for consumers looking for a mortgage to shop around. The reason? We have just come out of the lowest rates in history, and many homeowners jumped in to take advantage, and mortgage lenders across the country were making huge profits. Today, the mortgage volume is a fraction of that, and these mortgage companies are in a panic with profits falling off the cliff. So what are they doing? They're charging borrowers interest rates and fees much higher than they deserve. That's because the higher rate and higher fees, the more profit. In other words, the lenders are maximizing profits on the backs of consumers. They are counting on borrowers not shopping that mortgage around. Indigo Mortgage will always try to get the borrower the lowest rate with the lowest fees, and we have saved homeowners many thousands of dollars over the years. So shop and shop local with your trusted local mortgage company, Indigo Mortgage, 836-5700, or on the net at indigomortgage.net. NMLS 231962 and 188348.
Don't bet on any futures for NFL quarterbacks, period. I'll tell you why this Saturday morning at 7 a.m. with Name 3 players on the Sports Animal.
Screaming West Side when we ride, switching lanes in that old school Chevy while I'm gripping grains. Fit that bang, I try to tell him miss the game.
Welcome back, Duke City. I'm not gonna lie, I got a little bit of upset last segment. Way more upset than you when I showed you that Russell Wilson Subway commercial. I'm legit upset that I was fooled by Russell Wilson for this long.
Yeah, I could hear it. You drank the Russell Wilson Kool-Aid.
I did. No, I did. I really did. Maybe I'm a mark this whole time. Maybe I'm not the reasonable, objective member of the press I thought I was.
Well, let's not act like he didn't spend high dollar to get that image.
Oh, yes. That arranged marriage.
No, okay.
Hey,
all right.
They didn't even date.
Hold on.
Like just bam, one day they were married.
Now you're making me question a lot of things because I remember them specifically saying, we did not touch each other until we got married.
Yeah.
That's a lie.
Mm-hmm.
That is a lie.
How could you not?
Is Wilson how he really spells his last name, or is there two L's in the Wilson?
Oh, there's a lot of
L's. I don't trust
L's.
Nothing that he said.
So many L's. All right, quarterback carousel.
Let's get it.
Oh, by the way, friends of the show, loyal listeners, Duke citizens, Burqueños, everyone in Albuquerque. You're listening to Two Men On 95.9 FM AM 610 The Sports Animal. We're live from the John Lopez Real Estate and Coldwell Banker Legacy Studio. We play on Team I-9. We start our days at the YMCA. We do lunch and a milkshake at the 66 Diner. The boys are getting strong at Evolve Strong in the weekends. That's for Teller Vodka, New Mexico's vodka. All right, we starting at the top or the bottom?
Let's start at the bottom like Drake.
Okay, Drizzy, here we go. Mason Rudolph.
Oh, it was really to the
We're
bottom.
We're going way at the bottom.
Way to the bottom.
Way to the bottom. Okay, we'll blow through these.
Yeah.
I got my best bottom for my best last. What? What does that mean?
Mm.
What does that mean? Mason Rudolph. He stays a backup with the Steelers, right?
Yeah, he stays.
Okay, he stays a backup with the Steelers. Jared Stidham. You stay a backup for the Raiders?
He might have played his way to a different team.
A starting gig?
Not a starting gig, but
compete for a starting gig.
Yeah,
at a lower level team.
Right.
Smart. I like that a lot. Case Keenum. Case Keenum's 35.
I didn't even know he was still in the league.
He was Jared Allen's backup.
They got to keep him.
Josh Allen's
Josh
backup.
Allen. They got to keep him.
Okay.
He's that's the veteran that they need, and especially with the style of play of Allen.
Smart, and he'll sign for pennies on the dollar
Yeah.
just to stay there. He's gonna be a good coach one day. All right, we're doing quick hitters right here from the bottom of the barrel.
Yeah.
Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold's only 26, bro.
Oh my gosh.
He is only 26. He is like either the worst starter or the best backup in football.
I think he showed enough after the trade of Baker Mayfield.
Oh, by the way, from the texter, friend of the show, JD, Buck D ain't in the batting circle anymore. He's batting cleanup.
Oh.
Boom.
You must see these arms on the
boom. Sam Darnold's going to get, just like you said with Jarrett Stidham, a compete for a job or a for sure backup somewhere.
Yeah, because you forget how he played down the stretch. He played okay. He wasn't a world beater, but he didn't play bad.
And look, Sam Darnold was the quarterback for the rebuilding Jets and the Panthers.
Crazy.
We don't even know who this guy is.
Mm-hmm.
All right. One of my favorite underdogs in the league, Taylor Heineke. Just hit 30. Free agent. Does he get a gig somewhere, or is he doomed to be an injury backup forever?
He's shown that he's a serviceable starter.
If you put him like, does Taylor Heineke do the Mr. Irrelevant if he's on the 49ers?
No, because he's too reckless.
Yeah.
They say it every time. It reminds me of Brett Favre. Yeah.
You know who he reminds me of.
Yeah, there's too many turnovers.
Okay, Teddy Bridgewater. This poor guy. See, Teddy Bridgewater has been so close in so many situations, so talented.
Yeah, but now he has a lot of injuries.
Yep.
And he can't stay on the field.
Hit 30.
I don't know about that one.
30, like that's nothing for a quarterback now.
Well, he'll be someone's backup. That's a name I would want as my backup.
Yeah, dependable, proven. It's a great asset.
Yeah.
Still got some legs left. By the way, people, if you're texting for the drawing or whatever it is, it's a completely different number. It's not the Sports Animal text line. So I'd just like to let you guys know right now. Okay. 2 gingers back to back.
Okay.
Carson Wentz, Andy Dalton. Carson Wentz has been cashing checks off that incomplete Eagles season.
And he will continue to this next season.
Somebody's going to give him another gig?
He's going to get another gig, not as a starter, though.
Compete for a job or backup?
Right. He's definitely backup.
Here's the problem with all these guys. And I was going to get to this later, but let's just get to there now. These next group of quarterbacks, these young guys, these Bryce Youngs, these CJ Strouds, these Anthony Richardsons, and all the guys coming after him, Caleb Williams, USC. There's some studs coming out next year too. All these young guys are going to be better than these veterans. Coming out of college better than these tried and true veterans because the athleticism's there. The experience is there. I mean, the competition of play in SEC and in Pac-12, like it's all there.
But they're going to need a veteran to teach them how to be a professional.
Oh, no doubt.
So that's where a lot of these guys will come in handy.
Okay, the other ginger.
He's out. He needs to retire. He's
done.
Done.
The Red Rocket.
He's done.
Andy Dalton.
He's out of there.
He's 35.
He's out of he should not have another job in the league.
Because he's redheaded, is that what you're saying?
No, he's just horrible. He's bad.
Okay. Jacoby Brissett just hit 30.
Okay.
Just back up somewhere, right?
Yeah, he'll be a great backup for someone, but they're gonna have to pay him a little bit more than just a regular backup, I think.
Okay, now let's skip to the real ones.
Let's get it.
Okay, the 2 best quarterbacks, in my opinion, in the National Football League. Baker Mayfield and Cooper Rush. What do we do with these 2 studs? Just one on the Niners.
So if the Rams are smart, they keep Baker Mayfield.
I think that's the play, right?
Yeah.
You're going to clean house.
Yeah.
Like you got rid of Bobby Wagner yesterday. You're going to trade Jalen Ramsey. If you're not competing, Aaron Donald's gone. You don't have anything else besides that. Like you're going to start cleaning house. It's a rebuild for the Rams. Might as well get a number 1 draft pick for pennies on the dollar, have some fun commercials, and then trot him out there.
Yeah, and I think he'll start a few games next year as well, just because Matt Stafford is injury prone.
Oh, totally. Oh, yeah. And he played for the Lions for a decade. You know how many sacks he had to take?
And then I think Coach McVay really likes Baker Mayfield.
All right, now my guy, Cooper Rush. What do we do with Cooper Rush? He's obviously the best quarterback on the Cowboys, but the bar is so low with Dak Prescott. He's 29. He proved himself last year. He beat every team he was supposed to beat. He only lost to the Super Bowl runner-up Philadelphia Eagles. That's his only loss.
Wow.
That's his only loss.
Dallas,
the best team in the NFC.
Oh, man.
Somebody's got to give him a shot,
They
right?
have to. They have to.
Or he just becomes the most valuable backup and stays with the Cowboys. All right.
I think that's what the Cowboys should do. They should do that because he's proven himself in that system.
Yeah, I mean, you pay him a little more than what the average backup is going to get. Give him some first-team reps because you know Dak's going to get hurt or Dak's going to throw 8 interceptions in a game, something stupid. All right, those are the scrubs.
Yeah.
I think all those guys will get contracts somewhere.
Yeah, they will. They've played enough. Well, everyone but Andy Dalton.
Somebody will give Andy Dalton a job too.
Andy got to go.
You think you just glue factory for Andy Dalton?
He's out of there.
Yeah. All right, now to the big dogs when we get back. More quarterback carousel. We're talking A-Rod, Lamar Jackson, Derek Carr, Jimmy G, Ryan Tannehill, and Daniel Jones when we get back. 95.9 FM, AM 610, the sports animal.
This report is sponsored by KFC. Kentucky Fried Chicken wraps are here. Crispy, crunchy, and wrapped in a warm tortilla. Grab 2 for just $5. Available in classic or spicy slaw. Only at KFC. That's finger-licking good.
And traffic right now, seeing some slowdowns westbound on I-40 between 12th Street and Coors. Southbound I-25, Osuna to Comanche. That continues to move slow and congestion westbound on Paseo right now between 2nd Street and the river. If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, proudly providing New Mexicans with quality furniture and service for over 87 years. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
I'm PJ Glasser, here to help you beat the books with BetQL. It is time for the weekend, and that means let's find some action on the ice. The Canadians face off against the Flyers tonight, and the BetQL model does not expect the puck to be in the net too often. The last 8 times these two teams have squared off, the under has hit 6 out of the 8 matchups. The BetQL model has under 6.5 as a 5-star best bet. I'm PJ Glasser. Bet smarter and beat the books. Download the BetQL app today.
O'Reilly. Don't risk getting stranded with a bad battery. Let the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts test your battery for free. If it needs to be replaced, get up to a $15 O'Reilly gift card after rebate with purchase of select Superstart batteries. For power, performance, and reliability, choose Superstart batteries at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
This show is sponsored by BetterHelp. When you're at your best, you can do great things. Working with a therapist can help you get closer to the best version of yourself. Because when you feel empowered, you're more ready for life's challenges. BetterHelp is a great therapy option. It's flexible, affordable, entirely online, and it matches you with a licensed therapist. Let therapy help empower you. Visit BetterHelp.com/tryit to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp.com/tryit.
With PatriotSoftware.com, accounting and payroll, keep your time and money.
Mike Capel here, serial entrepreneur. Payroll doesn't seem that hard. It's just pay rate times hours worked, right? Sounds easy enough. Well, payroll is easy as long as each employee's tax withholdings are properly set up and as long as you don't shoot yourself in the foot along the way. But payroll can be punishing for business owners like me who will assemble their kids' toys without reading the instructions first. We don't need to read instructions unless we're desperate. That's why Patriot Software offers payroll setup and support for free for businesses up to 500 employees. Go to PatriotSoftware.com. Use promo code RADIO and get 2 months of payroll free. That's PatriotSoftware.com.
With PatriotSoftware.com, accounting and payroll, keep your time and money.
3 people you should be 100% certain about: your barber, your plumber, and your tax pro. Switch to Jackson Hewitt and you can be 100% certain about your taxes. We'll get you your maximum refund guaranteed and we'll back your return for life. Don't be kind of certain or almost certain. Be 100% certain. Switch to Jackson Hewitt today and get 50% off tax prep. Limited time offer for new clients filing at participating locations. Max value $200. Visit jacksonhewitt.com/50 for terms.
O'Reilly
Count on the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts to recommend the best products for your vehicle and budget. Get maximum cooling system performance for 10 years or 300,000 miles with Peak Long Life Universal Premixed Antifreeze and Coolant. Now just $6.99 after mail-in rebate. Limits apply. See store for details. Stop by your local O'Reilly Auto Parts today.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
What does it mean to be a good neighbor? It means rising up and being there for each other. For State Farm, it also means helping our customers because you are our neighbors. State Farm agent Art Sandoval wants you to know he's ready to help. To any State Farm customer facing financial burdens, call your State Farm agent. After all, now more than ever, being a good neighbor means everything. Art Sandoval, 338-0300. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Sound off right now at 246-0610. Come on!
Welcome back to 2 Men On, 95.9 FM, AM 610, the Sports Animal. As always, we're live from the John Lopez Real Estate and Coldwell Banker Legacy Studio. We play on Team I-9, start our days at the YMCA. Lunch and a milkshake, that's at the 66 Diner. The boys are getting strong at Evolve Strong in the weekend. That's for Teller Vodka, New Mexico's vodka. All right, I had a snafu last segment.
What's that?
We were going over quarterback carousel. We're going to do the big dogs coming up shortly. I left out Fred's dude. Gardner Minshew, 27 years old, Philadelphia Eagles backup. Didn't do too hot this year in his limited time. But in Gardner Minshew's defense, for the number 1 seed, he only had to win 1 out of 3 games.
Yeah.
So he won 1 out of 3 games. There you go. Does Gardner Minshew get a shot, or is he just going to be a backup?
Backup.
Yeah.
Totally. He messed up his chance. He had his chance.
Yeah.
When you're a backup and they allow you to start any amount of games, you have to shine.
You know what's funny about Gardner Minshew is in college, he didn't even want to play football. He wanted to coach football.
Mm-hmm.
But he was so talented, they made him play football. He wanted to study coaching. And then he was good enough to get drafted in the NFL. He was good enough to get reps in the NFL. He's good enough to be a backup quarterback in the NFL. With that love of coaching Gardner Minshew has, like, when does he just throw in the towel and grab a headset? Grab a clipboard.
He's still young.
27.
Yeah, he's still young.
A lot of football.
He might Chase Daniels this thing all the way out.
I don't blame him.
Yeah.
He'd be a great coach sometime. Him and Case Keenum. Gardner Minshew and Case Keenum.
Yeah.
Those some football brains right there. All right, now for the big dogs.
Let's go.
And we'll start from the bottom. And I think first we'll do Ryan Tannehill.
Ryan Tannehill. You know where I think he should go? Sounds bad, but actually it's an extension of what he's already been in Tennessee. Atlanta.
It's not a bad fit.
He would do great there. And then I think just the way his style is, he'll implement their tight end.
Boom.
They have a great running game. They have a good defense. They just need a quarterback who doesn't turn over the ball and who actually can pass on 3rd down for a 1st down.
Yeah,
you had them 3rd and +5. You're good.
Yeah. They're going to hand it off. If it's close enough, they'll go for it on 4th.
Yeah.
That's a good fit in Atlanta.
Also, they did, if you remember, they drafted Ritter.
Yes.
And he could sit behind him just maybe 1-2 seasons.
Yeah.
And develop.
I think Ritter is 1 season away.
Yeah, I do too.
He's a talented dude. He's a real talented dude. I don't think Ryan Tannehill is going to be a starter in the National Football League next year. I'm looking at this scrub list that we went through first last segment.
Yeah.
And no joke, I would rather have Cooper Rush. I would rather have Baker Mayfield. I would rather have Sam Darnold. And a piece of me wants to say I'd rather have Garner Minshew than Ryan Tannehill.
Even though they're all younger, you cannot underestimate the playoff experience that he has. He's been to a couple of AFC championship games. He just knows how to win. He's a winner. He's one of those guys. He don't pop off the page. He's not the dude that you pick to go win you the game, but he doesn't lose you the game.
Yeah. He's another Kirk Cousins. I sung Ryan Tannehill's praises a couple years ago, right before he took that L to the Bengals in the playoffs.
Yeah.
I had a special.
I remember we did that show.
I cursed him so bad.
Yeah, we did the show.
Oh,
he hasn't been worth a damn ever since.
Oh, God. I personally cursed you, Ryan Tannehill, and
You
I am
did.
so sorry.
It's funny because we're flipped. Remember, because I was telling you he is trash.
Yeah. And you're saying what you're saying is exactly what I said.
He just
like,
needs to change the scenery.
Like, look at his numbers. He's got like 10, 11, 12 quarterback numbers. He
Mhm.
just needs a running game and a defense. He could win games, blah, blah, blah. These young Bengals, they have no idea what's coming. Nope, Joe Burrow emerged right in front of my face, and Ryan Tannehill looked like an idiot. So Ryan Tannehill's a guy that doesn't turn the ball over. He's not going to lose you the game all by himself. Boom, 3 interceptions.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Ryan Tannehill is going to be a starter in the National Football League.
Okay, we'll see.
I think all these teams would rather go young and take a chance on a guy than go with the tried and true Ryan Tannehill, who knows. Malik Willis, I think, is better than Ryan Tannehill in Tennessee already. He just needs more reps and more development, obviously.
Yeah, not thrown into the fire, and then you have an offensive coordinator that won't let him pass the ball.
This isn't going to be my final answer because this team needs to give a couple quarterbacks a shot. I don't think a number one star is going to go there. But how about Ryan Tannehill on the Tampa Bay Bucks?
Nah, man, you can't go. You can't go from Brady to that.
Who can you go from Brady to? Brady
not,
to who?
Not Tannehill.
Brady.
There's something better out there than that.
see what you're saying? See, exactly. Now you get my point.
That's why I said Atlanta, because you can't get any worse than what they had.
That's an excellent point. All right, next, Daniel Jones.
Daniel Jones.
Back then, they ain't want me. Now I'm hot. They all on me. $45 million man, Daniel Jones.
Daniel Jones will get an extension, but it won't be that type of money. He did enough to stay in New York. They got to the divisional round of the playoffs. Nobody thought they would get that far. So I have them doing an extension with Daniel Jones.
Okay, well, this one's easy. We'll breeze past this one because that's exactly what I think is going to happen.
Okay.
He's going to sign a team-friendly deal.
Long term.
He ain't making no $45 million.
No, but it'll be long term. They'll lock him up.
Yeah. I want this next guy in New York so bad. This guy is a perfect fit for the city of New York. Actually, both football teams play in New Jersey, but you know what I'm saying.
Right.
I want Jimmy G to be a New York Jet or a New York Giant so bad. Jimmy G on the New York Giants would be perfect. If I'm the Giants organization, which I'm smart and they're not, so don't accuse me of being part of the Giants organization, I would let Daniel Jones walk, have somebody else take a chance on his third-tier quarterback ass, and bring Jimmy G to the New York Giants.
I disagree. I have Jimmy G. He should stay on the West Coast, and play for the Raiders. Let's see what Jimmy G looks like with a top-tier running back, a top-tier receiver, and those defensive ends making all those sacks.
Raiders will find some way to screw that situation up.
Yeah, they probably
will.
Yeah, they will.
I don't see Jimmy G being much better than Derek Carr. That's kind of like a
but
what do you call it? It's a lateral move, really.
But I put a lot of weight on playoff wins.
Okay.
Even though he wasn't the main reason.
Sure.
But he also didn't have anybody like Adams catching those balls. Waller at tight end could be he's not what he had in San Francisco. Obviously, he's not Kittle, but he's still great. Then you have a running game. Their defense isn't that bad. Plus, I don't think Jimmy G wants to go back to any cold weather like he was in New England.
Or how about Jimmy G finally actually takes over to Tom Brady, but he does it in Tampa.
That's better than Tannehill.
I want him on the New York Giants so bad.
Jets
secondary. Bucks, I think it'd be a good fit.
Okay.
Finally takes over for Tom Brady. That'd be a great story for us, obviously. You got good wide receivers. You just won the Super Bowl friggin' 3 years ago, excuse me.
Great defense.
An organization that wants to stay relevant.
Hmm.
I think Jimmy G would be a good fit in Tampa. As bad as I want him to play for the New York Giants, I think the best fit for Jimmy G is in Tampa.
Okay.
And you got Jimmy G going to the silver and black?
Yeah.
All right, we ran over a little bit. Let's finish off our big three when we get back. You're listening to Two Men On, 95.9 FM, AM 610, the Sports Animal.
This report is sponsored by Audible. Find everything you love listening to on Audible. Hear celebrity memoirs, mysteries, true crime, sci-fi, and more. Audible is the home of storytelling, audiobooks, podcasts, and originals. Sign up for a free 30-day trial at audible.com.
Traffic right now still dealing with a couple of slow spots. I-25 southbound moving a bit slow still between Osuna and Montgomery. Also some congestion still westbound on Paseo, 2nd Street to Coors, with I-40 moving up to speed in both directions. And north of town, I-25 between Albuquerque and Santa Fe, that's looking good in both directions there. If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, proudly providing New Mexicans with quality furniture and service for over 87 years. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
This is Maggie Gray with a CBS Sports Minute. While LeBron James called the rest of the regular season the most important of his career, the player with the most pressure this postseason should be Nikola Jokic of the Nuggets. On the verge of winning his third straight MVP, rarefied air in the NBA, Jokic has yet to make an NBA Finals. With a healthy team in a wide-open Western Conference, the question for Jokic is, if not now, then when will it ever happen? I'm Maggie Gray.
Every year in March, 68 teams come together, all looking for one thing.
Ball fake, three, buries it.
To be NCAA basketball's top team.
3 seconds, no timeouts.
Catch the madness.
For the win!
Albuquerque's home for the Final Four and every other tournament game. This is 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
This is a special alert to all Americans who own a vehicle with less than 200,000 miles with an auto warranty about to expire or with no warranty coverage at all. Due to a decline in the economy, CarShield is announcing a low-cost month-to-month vehicle protection plan that is now available to the public to save any driver out-of-pocket expenses on future auto repairs. Call now to find out how you can pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. Yes, you heard that correctly. Pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. An open phone line has been established for all drivers to call for a free quick quote. Call 800-279-0433 now. Drivers who are covered will not have to pay for covered repairs again. This protection plan is at an all-time low. Additionally, drivers who activate this vehicle protection today will also receive free roadside assistance, free towing, and car rental options at no additional cost. Call us for your free quick quote today. 800-279-0433. That's 800-279-0433. What do you have to lose? Call 800-279-0433. Again, 800-279-0433.
Hey, fellas, how you feeling? A little tired, sluggish, way too often? It's Jeff Symbiota, and I have some help for you. New Mail has been helping men all over the country for years deal with things like fatigue, depression, weight gain, even erectile dysfunction. They will help you feel better. And for men and ladies who are dealing with hair loss, New Mail can take care of you as well. The number is 505-652-1688, or you can visit them online at newmail.com. That's NUMALE.com. The hair restoration options are state-of-the-art, and they work. New Mail's professionals will walk you through the options, then you choose what's best for you. Platelet-rich plasma hair therapy that uses your own platelets to stimulate stem cells deep in your hair follicle, stops hair loss, you regrow hair. They offer an FDA-cleared clinical hair restoration laser, proven to regrow hair. NeoGraft hair transplants produce natural-looking results in less than a week with no linear scarring. New Mail's at 505-652-1688, 505-652-1688, or online at newmail.com.
Three people you should be 100% certain about: your barber, your plumber, and your tax pro. Switch to Jackson Hewitt and you can be 100% certain about your taxes. We'll get you your maximum refund guaranteed and we'll back your return for life. Don't be kind of certain or almost certain. Be 100% certain. Switch to Jackson Hewitt today and get 50% off tax prep. Limited time offer for new clients filing at participating locations. Max value $200. Visit jacksonhewitt.com/50 for terms.
O'Reilly. Count on the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts to recommend the best products for your vehicle and budget. Get maximum cooling system performance for 10 years or 300,000 miles with Peak Long Life Universal Premixed Antifreeze and Coolant. Now just $6.99 after mail-in rebate. Limits apply. See store for details. Stop by your local O'Reilly Auto Parts today.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Don't bet on any futures for NFL quarterbacks, period. I'll tell you why this Saturday morning at 7 a.m. with Name 3 players on the Sports Animal.
This song you can get a paper cut to.
Enough teasing on the quarterback carousel. It's time for the big dogs. Welcome back to 2 Men On 95.9 FM AM 610, the Sports Animal. It's going to be a quarterback-heavy rest of the program. No spoilers. We're talking a lot of football. Shout out to the callers and texters on the text line. Can't get to everybody, but thank you for your participation. And thank you for being a friend of the show. All right, one I glossed over real quick. Let's get this one out of the way.
Who was that?
Gino.
Oh, he's staying.
He's staying, right?
He's staying.
Team-friendly deal.
Yeah.
Signing for a couple
Yeah,
years.
he's re-signing.
He's 32, maybe like a little 3-year deal.
Yeah.
They draft somebody young, develop them behind Gino. It's a perfect situation, right? Okay, we both got him staying.
Yeah, he's staying. He's re-signing.
Okay, that's an easy one. All right, now here's the big three. Derek Carr, Lamar Jackson, Aaron Rodgers. My answers aren't going to be very sexy, aren't going to be very exciting.
Mine aren't either.
But they're going to be the right answers. Who you want to start with?
We got to start with Derek Carr.
Okay, Derek Carr. Who you got?
I actually like him to be in Tennessee.
Okay, that's a good one.
Because think about it. If they could thrive with Tannehill,
yes,
they can definitely thrive with Derek Carr. But, okay, I know a lot of people are going to say, but they don't have AJ anymore. But still, that's a great defense, a run-heavy offense, and you have a quarterback who can make certain plays for you. I like him in Tennessee a lot.
That's a good fit. I like that one a lot. I know the New York Jets want Aaron Rodgers. He's the sexy get. He puts you immediately in Super Bowl contention, or in Aaron Rodgers' case this year, losing the AFC Championship game contention. But I think Derek Carr goes to the Jets.
Ooh.
And let me tell you why.
Oh, okay.
The Jets come to their senses and realize they're a young, rebuilding team. They can be good. They could be a double-digit win team next year with Derek Carr. They can be a AFC title game contending team. They could be a Super Bowl contending team with Aaron Rodgers. But if they keep developing young players, and they got all the draft picks the next 2 years, and they've been crushing their draft picks. So obviously they trust their front office. They trust their player development department. You can get Derek Carr for Derek Carr money
and
invest in more players around him. You add another wide receiver for Derek Carr to play with. You add another offensive lineman, and then you add another defensive piece on the other side of the ball. For the difference in price in between Derek Carr and Aaron Rodgers, you can add 3 NFL starters to your team. And you don't have to give up any draft compensation.
That sounds good, but the Jets ain't won in so long. They're like, I want to win now.
Yeah.
I don't know. I really like Carr to Tennessee, but that's just my thought.
I know the Jets want Aaron Rodgers, just like Denver last year. That's why the Jets went after Hackett.
Yeah.
The Jets want Aaron Rodgers. They're going to go after Aaron Rodgers, but the price is going to be too high. Not only the price is going to be too high for player and draft compensation, but his salary is going to be too high. That's $50 million cap hit. That's insane. That's like 12 players on your team. All right, you got Tennessee.
Yes.
I got New York Jets. All right, Lamar Jackson.
This one's easy for me.
Go.
It's going to be, I believe, only the 4th quarterback to get franchised.
Okay.
They're going to slap it on him, make him negotiate another year. They're not going to let him go. They're going to franchise tag him.
Okay, well, this is the most boring part of the segment because I got the same thing happening.
Yeah.
I got the exact same thing happening. He wants too much guaranteed money. He thinks the Ravens organization is as stupid as the Cleveland Browns organization, which they are not,
right,
and never had been. He thinks he can get Deshaun Watson money, which that is fool's gold. Deshaun Watson never should have got that contract. No football player with knees and elbows and hips and ankles should ever get that contract. So, yeah, they don't come to terms on a contract. Lamar Jackson gets franchise tagged by the Ravens. He sits out training camp for an extension. Neither side budges, and he's their quarterback week 1.
Yep, that's what's going to happen.
That's okay. We're on the same page there. That was easy. All right. And Mr. Hello Darkness, my old friend himself, Aaron Rodgers. He's got property in Tennessee. He's got a mansion right outside of Nashville, Robert. His favorite receiver he's ever played with is right there in Las Vegas in the silver and black. His favorite quarterback coach and offensive coordinator is sitting right there in New York, and they have made no secret about the mean green wanting Aaron Rodgers. Robert Buck D. Gibson, where does Aaron Rodgers play next year?
New Jersey.
Woo, buddy.
The Jets are all in on Aaron Rodgers, and I'm saying it now. He will be in the green. The green and white of the New York Jets, Jets.
That's a sexy move. I like it a lot. If you can get Aaron Rodgers and a number 1 wide receiver, they are immediate contenders. Immediate. But, again, he's in the AFC, not the soft-ass NFC. So you got to go through Josh Allen, Justin Herbert, Lamar Jackson, Patrick Mahomes. But with Aaron Rodgers and a number 1 wide receiver, which you got to pair, you got to give him somebody to throw to. That's his biggest problem in Green Bay. They're immediate contenders.
Yes.
I love that. I love it so much. I want to see him move just because it gives us more to talk about on this program.
Yeah.
The Aaron Rodgers talk never stops. And I'm just leaned into it. I love it so much.
It will never stop. He's going to, wherever team he goes to, that's not the end of it.
No.
Not at all.
I would love to see him in silver and black because, as you know, he's my favorite quarterback. The Raiders are my second favorite team. I love the silver and black. Now they're in Vegas. I want a reason to go to Vegas more often. I would love to see that too. But just like Lamar Jackson, this is the boring answer. He's staying with the Packers. He's going to restructure his contract and stay with the Packers, and it's going to be a boring offseason.
Oh, no.
All this super sexy speculation.
We can't have that.
All of this darkness retreats, all of this ayahuasca, all of the teasers on Pat McAfee, all for nothing because he restructures his contract, he adds a wide receiver, and the Pack is back next year with Aaron Rodgers as their quarterback. When we get back, we're talking more Lamar Jackson. I told you it's going to be quarterback heavy on Friday, and we're going with it. You're listening to 2 Men On, 95.9 FM, AM 610, the Sports Animal.
All right, traffic right now. Still seeing some minor slowdown southbound on I-25 between Osuna and Montgomery. And Paseo headed west this afternoon. That's still moving a bit slow as well as you approach the river. North of the city, I-25 between Albuquerque and Santa Fe, moving up to speed in both directions. South of town between Albuquerque and Los Lunas. Don't see any problems in either direction there. If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, proudly providing New Mexicans with quality furniture and service for over 87 years. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
I thought learning a language would be too much work, but Babbel makes learning fun. J'aime Babbel.
Babbel's lessons only take 10 or 15 minutes, and soon you turn and realize, hey, I'm starting to speak another language. How'd that happen?
Babbel isn't robots talking. You learn words and phrases from real native speakers. I was ready for real-life conversations in just a few weeks. So easy.
Go to Babbel.com to try for free. That's Babbel.com. Babbel.com.
I'm Martin Hoke, the inventor of Navage Nasal Care, and I love Navage. I've told you about how your nose is the body's air filter, that Navage's powered suction will help flush out allergens, viruses, mucus, and germs, and that Navage will help you breathe better. But what do other people say about Navage? Like Josh, quote, "After walking around my whole life being a mouth breather, I was excited to try Navage. I read the directions carefully, pressed the button, and oh my gosh, what a sensation. So much mucus, so much crud, but oh sweet, merciful air, I can finally breathe you through my nose. Never have I ever taken such an amazing breath in my life. This is a life changer," unquote. He's one of over 100,000 online reviews praising Navage, the all-natural solution trusted by over 3 million people to help you breathe better, sleep deeper, snore less, and stay healthier without drugs. Navage is available at Walmart, CVS, Walgreens, Target, Rite Aid, and online. Navage, Navage, clean nose, healthy life.
Now betting for the sports animal, your afternoon drive. Number 2, Men On, Van Nunley and Fred Slow. And in the on-deck circle, Robert Buck D. Gibson.
This is 2 Men On with Van Nunley and Fred Slow.
You are back listening to 2 Men On. This is Robert Buck D. Gibson. Van is here. Technically, he's just not on his mic right now. So I had to bring us back. And I know he wanted to talk about Lamar Jackson. Lamar's not going anywhere, folks. All of this talk about Lamar Jackson, where is he going to go and how much he should be paid and all of that, I think all that is just smoke signals because the team of the Ravens, all they're going to do is listen to all the talk and they're just going to franchise tag him. There he is.
Excuse me, I was distracted by one of my favorite things on earth. You want to guess which one it was?
Oh, I can't say it on there.
It was beer, actually.
I was going to say that. Well, actually, I was going to say that would have been my second guess.
Thanks to
second guess.
Thanks to Steve-O and our friends at Ex Novo. Here, you want to hear it in real time?
Let's hear it. Oh, yeah.
I got a little oat soda here next to me now. They're in the break room if you want to go grab one yourself.
Yeah.
I don't know your style. I know your cocktails.
Yeah, I'm not I stopped drinking beer.
You're not a beer guy.
At the end, towards the ends of Howie's.
Yep. I did a half hour on the treadmill and I worked legs today at the YMCA, so I deserve a beer after that
There
one.
you go. So I was telling everyone,
Okay.
you wanted to come back with Lamar Jackson talk.
Correct. Yes.
And I just prefaced basically how all of this talk about his contract is kind of mute because they're just going to franchise tag him anyway.
They're just going to franchise tag him, pay an insane amount of money, have him for another year. It's going to be the exact same contract negotiations after next year.
Yeah.
And then he's gone.
But that's not what you wanted to talk about, right?
That is correct. So him, he's negotiating his own contract.
Yes.
He's one of the few guys who are going to be their own agent, going to be their own representation. Technically, he's kind of a busy guy working out and going to charity events and Ravens events, blah, blah, blah. So kind of his mom is his agent. But every contract negotiation that they've actually had in between Lamar Jackson and the Ravens, he has responded, he has countered with a guaranteed money contract bigger than Deshaun Watson's. And
as he should. He's done more.
Oh, he's done way more.
Way more.
No, he's a better quarterback than Deshaun Watson. He has a better pedigree than Deshaun Watson. But just because Deshaun Watson got that money doesn't mean anyone else should get it. Because that is a fool's gold contract. That is an insane contract. That is one of the dumbest contracts in the history of professional sports. Probably second to Bobby Bonilla. By the way, the boys are going to have a Bobby Bonilla party, so look out for information on that.
Bobby Bo.
For Bobby Bonilla Day. I'll write this down. But look, hey, go out there. You know who you are. You know what you deserve. Fight for what you think you deserve. But he's not going to get it. And the Ravens aren't going to handcuff their whole salary to Lamar Jackson. The Ravens don't do that. They've never done that in the history of the organization.
But they've never had a player this special.
Well, I mean, that's true.
At quarterback.
They've had some fantastic players in every position,
right?
But not quarterback. I think if the Ravens are trying to be the responsible, reasonable party here, looking forward to the future, you got to let him walk.
Oh man, I don't see it.
I mean, they got Snoop. Snoop's just a diet Lamar.
Nah, man, that's a bad diet though. That's not the good kind. That's a bad. There's a lot of diets, but that's a bad one.
It's a diet of all ex novo beer.
That's a bad one. I just look at him as that one generational type of player that he could win you the game. When you got one dude that can win you the game, doesn't matter if it's a regular season game, playoff, Super Bowl, he's a guy that he can win you the game. You don't come across those a lot.
Yeah, you're right. And fun fact, not everyone knows this. Lamar Jackson is batting 1,000.
Yep.
Every season that he's played every game in a football season, he's won the MVP. That happens to be once in his career. One time in his career, he's played every single game in a season. That season, he won the MVP.
I also read that the games that he started this past season, they never trailed.
That's sweet. And look, we've been talking about Lamar Jackson for a while. This dude's only 26.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. He hasn't even hit his stride yet. Can you imagine?
Franchise tag, 1 year, $45 million. If you do a non-exclusive tag, that's $32 million, but that means Jackson could negotiate with other teams.
They got to get him some weapons, though. Your best receiver cannot be the tight end.
That's the way they've always done, though.
Yeah, but
they've never had elite weapons on offense. That's not what they do.
They have to try that with this guy, with this guy at quarterback. It's like, we never done it. We're going to stick to the script.
I love the way you said it. They need to at least try that.
Try it.
At least try it. Just kick the tires on having a good wide receiver.
Somebody.
For this elite quarterback who loves throwing the ball downfield. He can throw the ball flat-footed 80 yards.
Yes.
Get a guy that can run that far and catch it. The organization doesn't want to give up more than $260 million, or what is it? Deshaun's 240 guaranteed. Organizations don't want to do that because if he runs
a
lot.
Yeah.
And he is a absolute injury liability. And these teams, they're going to back up these contracts with insurance. They're not going to lose that much money if they do this huge guaranteed contract to Lamar Jackson and then lose out on him, because
Mhm.
they will just pay insurance on that contract. It's how everyone does, every team does for every contract. So they don't really lose money on this. I think they are an organization who is spendthrift and wants to spread that money around all the way on the 53-man roster, and they know the stats. That Tom Brady and Peyton Manning are the only quarterbacks on second or third contracts to win a Super Bowl. Think about it.
Yeah, but
these guys,
they had more to throw to than a tight end.
Yes. They were also, Tom Brady and Peyton Manning.
Yeah, that's still them dudes.
Let's clarify that.
Them dudes.
Well, look. Okay, let's start a game. I'm gonna play a game of the Who Would You Rather Have game.
Okay.
And we're gonna go to break early.
Okay.
We're gonna come back and play the Who Would You Rather Have game. Because we need to make room at 6:30 for our I-9 varsity, which you have yet to establish. So we got to figure that out.
We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out. Playing the Who Would You Rather Have game when we get back. You listen to Two Men On, 95.9 FM, AM 610, the sports animal.
Full traffic right now. Things still moving a little bit slow westbound on Paseo as you approach the river. Also, I-25 southbound between Osuna and Montgomery. We're still dealing with some slowdowns there, but I-40 moving up to speed now in both directions. North of town, I-25 between Albuquerque and Santa Fe. Things look good in both directions there. If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, proudly providing New Mexicans with quality furniture and service for over 87 years. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
The Jim Rome Show.
Tom Brady finally figured out what he was going to do. He made it official via a 53-second video that he tweeted from the beach. And yes, he actually did use the word retire. No more geriatric GOAT. He had a legitimate physical drop-off this year. He finally had a season under 500. He was humiliated in the playoffs, all of which is why this announcement does feel legit and very different from the one that we heard exactly 1 year ago.
The Jim Rome Show. Weekdays at 10 on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Texting enrolls you into recurring automated text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
Hey, Dan, how you doing? Haven't seen you around the gym. Yeah, I've really fallen off. Since I turned 40, I just don't get the results I used to get. Could be lower testosterone. I went through it a while back. I got Nugenix Total T, and it's made a huge difference for me. I've seen that on TV. Is it for real? Oh, yeah. The patented key ingredient is something called Testofen, which helps boost free and total testosterone levels to help you trim up and stay lean. And it's made a difference for you? Man, I feel like I'm in my 20s again. At work, in the gym, and in the bedroom. Are they still giving out complimentary bottles for people to try it for themselves? Yeah, you just need to send them a text.
Text JUDGE to 321-321 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T. Plus, text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo, our most powerful fat incinerator ever, to help you get back into shape fast. Absolutely free. Text JUDGE to 321-321. That's JUDGE to 321-321.
Products and statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease or illness.
I'm Martin Hoke, the inventor of Navage Nasal Care, and I love Navage. I've told you about how your nose is the body's air filter, that Navage's powered suction will help flush out allergens, viruses, mucus, and germs, and that Navage will help you breathe better. But what do other people say about Navage? Like Tara, quote, "My doctor wanted me to do saline rinses for my allergies, but I've never been able to successfully use a neti pot. Navage uses suction power, so it's foolproof. There are nights when I'll have particularly bothersome allergies. I'll bust it out and the results are immediate. It's such a relief. It's become a lifesaver." Unquote. She's one of over 100,000 online reviews praising Navage, the all-natural solution trusted by over 3 million people to help you breathe better, sleep deeper, snore less, and stay healthier without drugs. Navage is available at Walmart, CVS, Walgreens, Target, Rite Aid, and online. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E, clean nose, healthy life.
3 people you should be 100% certain about: your barber, your plumber, and your tax pro. Switch to Jackson Hewitt and you can be 100% certain about your taxes. We'll get you your maximum refund guaranteed and we'll back your return for life. Don't be kind of certain or almost certain. Be 100% certain. Switch to Jackson Hewitt today and get 50% off tax prep. Limited time offer for new clients filing at participating locations. Max value $200. Visit jacksonhewitt.com/50 for terms.
O'Reilly. Count on the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts to recommend the best products for your vehicle and budget. Get maximum cooling system performance for 10 years or 300,000 miles with Peak Long Life Universal Premixed Antifreeze and Coolant. Now just $6.99 after mail-in rebate. Limits apply. See store for details. Stop by your local O'Reilly Auto Parts today.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
With PatriotSoftware.com, accounting and payroll, keep your time and money.
Mike Capel here, serial entrepreneur. There are many time-wasting distractions in business. I call it noise. Noise prevents you from growing your business. The trick is to determine what's real and what's noise. Here's an example. If a payroll salesperson contacts you, it's noise. I say this because Patriot Software is scaling quickly with our 5-star rated payroll, and we don't have salespeople because our payroll product sells itself. Our payroll is for businesses with up to 500 employees. We handle payroll taxes, offer free setup and support, and our prices are proudly displayed on our website. Go to patriotsoftware.com. Use promo code RADIO and get 2 months of payroll free. That's patriotsoftware.com.
With PatriotSoftware.com, accounting and payroll, keep your time and money.
The king of sports talk.
I have not given myself enough credit lately.
The Jim Rome Show. Weekdays at 10 on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Show flying by. Having a lot of fun with it. Van Nunley, Robert Buck D. Gibson. You're listening to 2 Men On, 95.9 FM, AM 610, The Sports Animal. Got a big show tomorrow, Robert.
Oh, yeah.
Tell the 6 o'clock hour friends of the show what's going on.
Yeah, we're going to have our second show. It's called Jokes and Jams. It'll be happening at the Rebel Entertainment Center, the big one in the back. For your musical pleasure, it will be Baby Bash. It'll be stand-up comedy by myself, Buck D. We'll have Spanky Hayes from Wilding Out. We'll have, you've heard of this guy. He's like a hip-hop kind of an old-school legend, Candyman. He'll be there.
Oh, Candyman, of course.
Candyman is actually hosting, and he does stand-up as well.
That's crazy.
Yeah, he's been doing stand-up comedy for a few years as well. Also support local, Josh Fournier, who is a banger. He's a killer.
Oh, he's a stone cold killer.
And also, who else? Jamar Hall. So, yeah.
Okay.
It's going to be a good show. Doors open at 7. You can get tickets at reloadedtalent.com.
All right, we're going to play the game that's sweeping the nation. It's called Who Would You Rather Have? We don't have any theme music to it yet, and we're probably not going to play it very often, but here we go. All right, Lamar Jackson or, okay? I want to do one quick hitter round.
All right.
One quick hitter round, okay? And this is age and contract do not matter.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay?
So everyone's in their prime.
Everyone. Okay.
Okay.
Well, everyone right now, like not.
Okay.
Not in their prime.
Okay. Right
it's
now.
Just
now.
Don't take their age or their contract into account.
I got you.
Okay, Lamar Jackson or Aaron Rodgers?
Jackson.
Okay. Bing, bing, bing. Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen.
Allen.
Okay. Lamar Jackson, Patrick Mahomes.
Mahomes.
Okay. Lamar Jackson, Justin Herbert.
Herbert.
Lamar Jackson, Joe Burrow.
Burrow.
Okay. Those are my big five right there.
Right.
Those are the only five. I would have chosen Aaron Rodgers. Those are the only five that I think they're exactly zero debate that these guys, these five guys right here are 100% better. Is there anybody else you put in that category that they're 100% better than Lamar Jackson? No decision whatsoever.
No.
It's just these five, right?
But I'm not even saying Aaron Rodgers, only because I saw what he looks like when he's not too familiar with his receivers or the receivers aren't up to par. Now, the thing is, when Lamar Jackson has receivers that aren't up to par, he runs.
Yes.
So that's the only reason why I would say him over Aaron Rodgers.
Okay, some more quick hitters.
Yeah.
Jalen Hurts. This is the toughest one. This is the toughest one right here because I got him ranked 6th after that big 5.
Give me right now Hurts over Jackson.
That's crazy, right?
Give me Hurts over Jackson. I
That-
cannot overlook what that man did in that Super Bowl.
100%.
But that's not saying Lamar Jackson couldn't do it, but he didn't do it. He's never been there.
Hasn't done it.
You got to go with the
No.
guy who has it on the resume.
I agree with you completely. At the beginning of this year, I would have laughed straight in your face
Yes.
if you asked me the same question. Now, I would choose Jalen Hurts. All right, now here's all the maybes. All right, my dude, Trevor Lawrence. You going Lamar Jackson or Sunshine?
Nah, man. Give me Lamar Jackson only because I'm still not going to forget that first half against the Chargers. I don't remember no quarter. If it was not the Chargers, that game was lost.
Okay. So I said age doesn't matter, contract doesn't matter.
Yeah, give me Jackson. Give me Jackson.
Coming
Lawrence.
back against your Chargers shouldn't matter either.
Nah, it don't matter.
All right, Kyler Murray.
Oh no, give me Jackson.
Jackson. Okay, Justin Fields.
Jackson.
Okay. I think that is right where we get into the no-brainers. So who do we got left? Falcons, nobody. Saints, nobody. Panthers, nobody.
You didn't say Dak.
Of course I didn't say Dak.
Yeah.
Dak, of course Jackson over Dak.
Mm-hmm.
I'll even write down Dak and put a check mark next to Lamar. Okay. Jared Goff, of course not. The most average quarterback in the history of the world, of course not.
No. I don't think you can name anyone else.
Okay, Matthew Stafford, too old. We talking prime Matthew Stafford? I would say yes, Matthew Stafford.
No.
He's getting old and fragile.
No, I wouldn't even.
Geno, obviously
No.
not. Okay. Every 49ers quarterback, Trey, Purdy, and Jimmy G. Those are all no's.
You can combine those guys and
They're
still
no.
no.
Okay, we got Heineke, Daniel Jones, and Dak.
No.
That's no. Jalen Hurts is a yes. Okay, let's do the rest of the AFC. We've already said Allen, Mahomes, Herbert, Burrow, untouchable.
Right.
Those are all no's. Okay, let's say hypothetically we have a healthy Tua. You doing healthy Tua or Lamar?
Lamar.
I would say yes as well. Mac Jones, obviously not. All the Jets quarterbacks, obviously not. Russell Wilson, duh. Like, that's a no.
Nope.
I mean, that would have been a conversation before last season.
Could have been. Could have been.
Until Russell Wilson got exposed this year, I might have chose Russell Wilson over Lamar.
Yeah.
Just because of durability. I mean, who else we got?
That's it.
Kenny Pickett? No.
Nah. You
Deshaun Watson? No.
Nah.
Tannehill? No.
Nope.
Whoever plays for the Colts? No. Whoever plays for the Texans? No. So you got him as what? 7th best quarterback in the NFL?
Right now, yes. After this season, yes.
Okay, now I want this game is going to get real interesting.
Okay.
Because now we're going to play this game with age and contract. Okay?
Right.
So you said it doesn't even matter, no age and contract, Aaron Rodgers. So obviously you're choosing Lamar over Aaron Rodgers.
Yes.
When we do consider age and contract.
Right.
Okay. These next 5 are going to be no's, I'm assuming, because they're also young and they're also relatively cheap. Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, Justin Herbert, Joe Burrow, Jalen Hurts. Those are all no's.
No's. Yeah.
Okay.
No.
So that's 5 people. So it looks like you got Lamar Jackson 6th. I got Lamar Jackson 7th.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. With age and contract, Kyler Murray, still no.
No.
Justin Fields.
No, Jackson.
Okay, Jackson. Jackson's 5 years older and on. So you get 3 more years of Justin Fields on a rookie contract.
Nah.
Or you get Lamar Jackson at like $50 million a year.
Nah, just because. No.
Okay, here's going to be a yes for me.
Okay, let me hear.
Age and contract. Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah, that's a yes.
Okay, Trevor
That's
Lawrence.
a yes because he's still on his rookie
deal.
Yeah.
He's only getting better. He gets Ridley next year.
Yeah.
He's a friggin' stud. Okay. Age and contract Dak.
No.
Okay.
Give me Jackson.
Okay, and then I'm assuming there's no one else in the league.
Nobody.
That's even a conversation.
No, nobody.
Okay. Okay. Still no with Tua.
Yeah, Tua, no.
That's also a no. Dak a no. Tua a no. Okay, so we got it ironed out now. Now we are on level 3 here. This is the expert level, Robert.
Okay.
Now we're doing age and contract with the new guys coming out.
All right.
Okay, let's say you are the Ravens.
Right.
You have your defense, you have your running game, you have your stud tight end. All you need is a quarterback and wide receiver, and you can go to the Super Bowl every year.
Mm-hmm.
Is it Lamar Jackson on his $50 million plus a year guaranteed money contract? Or is it Bryce Young?
Now, give me the proven commodity. I don't know about Bryce Young.
Okay.
I don't want to go with what could be.
Okay, this was supposed to be a little more anticlimactic. This was supposed to be a little more of a tease, but you said it immediately. Give me the proven commodity.
Give me the proven guy.
So if you said no to Bryce Young, that means you also say no to CJ Stroud.
Yeah.
That means you say no to Anthony Richardson.
Right. There's
all
nobody.
these guys. All these guys.
Nobody.
Okay. Next year, you say no to Caleb Williams.
Yeah, I say no to him.
Okay, proven commodity you'd rather have again. Okay, that's the point right there. A bird in the hand is worth two in the bush. And while he's asking for an insane amount of money, you have a proven commodity.
Yes.
When he's on the field, you know he's a winner. He's gotten better every single year with his passing accuracy, which is ability to read defensive, his decision-making. He's only 26.
Yeah.
While I think it is insane, while I think it is a team wrecker to give a quarterback a max contract, you've had the playbook. I'm going to give you this example over and over and over again. Tom Brady's the example for the class. Okay?
Right.
He took team-friendly deals so the team can add pieces otherwhere on the roster. He's got 7 rings. Okay?
Okay.
He's the example for the class. Lamar Jackson has said he's not doing that. He's not signing a team-friendly deal. Aaron Rodgers did not sign a team-friendly deal. He lost his best wide receiver. We saw what happened last year.
Mm-hmm.
This is the dichotomy right here
Yeah.
of building a team
Yeah.
and keeping a proven commodity.
Right.
You got him ranked as the 6th best quarterback in the NFL. I got him ranked as the 7th best quarterback in the NFL, debatable 8th. There's no one that you're trading for this guy. You don't have the option to go after Aaron Rodgers, Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, Justin Herbert, Joe Burrow, Jalen Hurts, because their teams would be absolute fools to get rid of them. So now once we talk about the second tier, no one's going to replace Lamar for that contract. So you are the Ravens. You have to make this decision. $50 million plus in guaranteed money for a proven commodity that you know he's a winning quarterback when he's on the field. Or do you crunch numbers and go after one of these other guys?
Also, a thing that you're leaving out, they have to feel he hasn't hit his prime yet.
He's only 26.
Yeah, that's another big factor in
Yes.
everything as well.
He was so raw coming out of college, too. It took him a couple years to even look like he belonged in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
And the second he did, you could tell he was here to stay. But, I mean, you nailed it. He's a proven commodity. A bird in the hand is worth 2 in the bush.
Mm-hmm.
If the Ravens want to be forward thinking, they want to be the smartest person in the room, they want to say no quarterback on a max contract, on a second contract, has ever won a Super Bowl besides Tom Brady and Peyton Manning, we can have that argument till we're blue in the face.
See, they shouldn't look at that because the NFL is different now.
Sure.
The quarterback position is different now.
Yeah.
I don't think they should be going off of metrics of those guys. Those guys are different regardless, but the NFL is way different now.
Couldn't agree anymore. Would you rather? It's a fun game.
I like this.
It's a fun game.
Makes you
right?
think.
Yeah. A lot of people, a lot of front office guys would have said yes to all of these first contract cheaper options.
Mm-hmm.
Justin Fields, Trevor Lawrence, Tua, CJ Stroud, Bryce Young, Caleb Williams next year. Because those first 5 years, you can load up the rest of your roster because you're not paying your quarterback max money. It's worked a lot in the NFL. The Tom Brady's Buccaneers, Matt Stafford's Rams are the opposite example.
Yeah.
But every other team playing on your first rookie contract, team-friendly deal, load up the rest of your team. That's how you win. Got to spread that money out. Also, there's so many ways to cheat the friggin' salary cap now.
Yeah. You could really do some damage.
If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. Shout out to the Patriots and my beloved Astros. We're going to push the I-9 varsity back to 6:45. When we get back, Arizona's got some bad grass, man. You're listening to 2 Men On, 95.9 FM, AM 610, the sports animal.
Godsmack. May 7th at the Isleta Amphitheater. Godsmack. Register and get your name on the winner's list for Godsmack tickets right now. Text SMACK to 505-246-0610. From your home for Smack and Smack Talk, 95.9 FM and AM 610, the sports animal.
What does it feel like to file with TaxSlayer and get your guaranteed maximum refund? It feels like the last level of a video game, facing off against the final boss who stands between you and your refund.
All your refund has belonged to me.
Using the power of TaxSlayer like a secret power-up he doesn't see coming.
Only the most tax confident can defeat me.
Throwing your laptop at his video game face and watching him crumble into a giant pile of shiny coin tax refunds.
Oh, not fair. You use TaxSlayer.
Start for free and get your guaranteed maximum refund. TaxSlayer. File fearlessly.
Ray Magliozzi here for eBay Motors. You're driving along and some nimrod cuts you off. You hit the horn. Jeez, it sounds like a goose in distress. Time to head over to eBay Motors. They have horns for every make and model, not to mention horn pads, steering wheels, wiring, and more. 122 million parts. You can even go for an upgrade. Looks like Mr. Cutoff Man needs a new seat cover. Try eBay Motors, pal. Get the right parts at the right prices. eBay Motors. Let's ride.
Finding great people to hire is like trying to find a needle in a haystack. It's pretty difficult, right? Well, ZipRecruiter has mastered finding a needle in a haystack, so they take it to the next level. They make hiring so simple that it's like finding a needle in a needle stack. And that's why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Here's what it's like to use ZipRecruiter. They have so many qualified candidates that it's easier to find the right ones for your roles. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. That's a lot of needles. So how do they do it? ZipRecruiter's powerful technology sends you candidates who are a great match for your job, and you can even invite your top choices to apply. So if you want less hay and more needles, head to ZipRecruiter.
And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/RADIO. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire.
I'm Martin Hoke, the inventor of Navage Nasal Care, and I love Navage. I've told you about how your nose is the body's air filter, that Navage's powered suction will help flush out allergens, viruses, mucus, and germs, and that Navage will help you breathe better. But what do other people say about Navage? Like Haley, quote, "Navage is the best thing I bought. I love it. My nose feels so clear now and I can breathe. I've been struggling with a stuffy nose for weeks. I bought Navage and it's amazing." Or this one, "I use Navage every night. Could not imagine life without it. I have 5 cats and before I found Navage, I was a clogged mess. Now I breathe so much better." Unquote. Those are 2 of over 100,000 online reviews praising Navage, the all-natural solution trusted by over 3 million people to help you breathe better, sleep deeper, snore less, and stay healthier without drugs. Navage is available at Walmart, CVS, Walgreens, Target, Rite Aid, and online. Navage, Navage, clean nose, healthy life.
This is a special alert to all Americans who own a vehicle with less than 200,000 miles with an auto warranty about to expire or with no warranty coverage at all. Due to a decline in the economy, CarShield is announcing a low-cost month-to-month vehicle protection plan that is now available to the public to save any driver out-of-pocket expenses on future auto repairs. Call now to find out how you can pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. Yes, you heard that correctly. Pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. An open phone line has been established for all drivers to call for a free quick quote. Call 800-279-0433 now. Drivers who are covered will not have to pay for covered repairs again. This protection plan is at an all-time low. Additionally, drivers who activate this vehicle protection today will also receive free roadside assistance, free towing, and car rental options at no additional cost. Call us for your free quick quote today. 800-279-0433. That's 800-279-0433. What do you have to lose? Call 800-279-0433. Again, 800-279-0433.
The only part of your morning that doesn't suck. The opening drive with Jeff Symbieta and JJ Buck. Weekday mornings from 7 till 10 on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Welcome back, Duke City. You're listening to Two Men On 95.9 FM, AM 610, The Sports Animal. Boys are getting strong and evolve strong as Van is in the Rise of the Phoenix program. And it's just been like last week where I'm starting to notice results. We had a couple setbacks. You know, we went to the Royal Rumble. Your boy went really hard.
Yes.
We went to the Super Bowl. Your boy went really hard. But I've been trying to do like a little bit of self-care in between, you know, catch some calories, hit them macros. And most importantly, make sure I'm doing some kind of movement every day. 30 minutes of movement every day, if not more. And the mirror is smiling back at
there
you.
There you go.
Yeah, buddy. You got to come to a class with me sometime, man.
I'm with it.
They got some really cool hot room exercises. You ever exercise in a hot room?
Yes.
That is gnarly.
That really isn't the business.
You
that's not.
You sweat buckets.
Yeah.
I do. We could have like an MMA fighter or like a Duke City Gladiators player like do a training session with us, because Evolve Strong is also the training staff for the Duke City Gladiators. So they got some really A-level athletes there. And it's not just A-level athletes that they train there. I mean, it's for anybody and everybody. Like the Rise of the Phoenix program that I'm in, like it's mostly like me and like 3 dudes and like 40 middle-aged women who are trying to, you know, whip back into shape, you know? Mm-hmm. It's a beautiful thing seeing all these people work their butts off and it's going to transition. It's pretty sweet. So we talked on this program about how horrible the grass was at Super Bowl in Phoenix.
Right.
Like, you just see it. Like, you just immediately see it on the field. People were changing their cleats immediately. Like, Jalen Hurts went through different cleats. The kickers went through different cleats. A lot of other players. Literally everyone was slipping around on the field. And this grass was like 2 years in the making. And the guy who made it is supposed to be like the expert in making sod. They call him the sod father. As dumb as a nickname that is, it's pretty damn clever at the same time.
I would have said sod god, but sod
God?
father is pretty nice too.
Yeah, they call him the sod father. And he like makes grass for PGA tournament golf courses, and it's supposed to be the best grass. They worked 2 years on it. Had it installed in Phoenix, and they would bring it out every day to water it and sun it, and it's still like it was still garbage. And you could see that. I have a conspiracy. You know, I'm tinfoil hat guy.
Mm-hmm.
I have a conspiracy on it that, you know, all this talk of players like showing the numbers of how you get more injuries playing on AstroTurf, and the Players Association wanted a petition to make all the fields grass in the NFL. I think the NFL is like, oh, you want a grass field? Check out this one, to shut them all up.
Yeah, it's like, we know what we're talking about. Look, see? Leave it to us. We're correct.
All right, perfect segue right there. Because people who know what they're talking about, one of them is Bill Belichick. And I'm not in my ears, Robert. We good?
Yeah. We're good.
Check 1 2, check 1 2.
Yeah, you're great.
We got a thumbs up over here?
Yep.
Okay, good. I guess not in my own ears, but I guess I'm in your ears, Albuquerque. That's good. So Bill Belichick, the genius that he is, the wizard that he is, I mean, what he doesn't lack is foresight. And he saw this one coming from a mile away. because at the last Super Bowl in Arizona, Bill Belichick literally prepared his own team to play in bad grass. How insane is that?
Wow.
That he knew this was coming, that you're going to have to play in bad grass.
Mm-hmm.
And he saw, did he get tipped off? Did he know what was coming? Did they know that the NFL has some other kind of conspiracy theory that's coming? But literally today, Danny Amendola leaks that, oh, you think that Phoenix having bad grass stuff is crazy?
Yeah.
Just you wait. Because Bill Belichick knew that the grass was going to be bad the last time we played in Arizona.
Yeah. Had him put on the 7 studs. Had him put on the 7 studs.
Sorry, I can't hear Robert in my ears, so I'm just going to rant. How about we let's go to early commercial. We'll come back. We'll hit you with a longer segment right when we get back. You're listening to 2 Men On 95.9 FM AM 610, the Sports Animal.
This is Maggie Gray with the CBS Sports Minute. It appears Russell Wilson wanted to be coached by Sean Payton more than we ever knew. According to The Athletic, Wilson tried to get Pete Carroll fired in Seattle and have him replaced with Sean Payton. Wilson denies the claim, but Wilson now has the coach he's always wanted. The question is, does he have enough left in his body and his arm to capitalize on it? I'm Maggie Gray.
An old radiant heat system is more likely to give out than it could be on a cold winter night. Daniels offers boiler inspections and tune-ups. They specialize in repair, replacements, and new installs, offering a wide variety of high-efficiency heating solutions to keep your family cozy and comfortable this winter. Daniels Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning guarantees customer satisfaction for plumbing, heating, cooling, and AC, plus free estimates on replacements and installs. 505-898-8860.
You want it right today. Get it done the Daniels way. Daniels Plumbing, Heating, and Air.
This is an important notice to consumers facing $10,000 or more in credit card debt, medical bills, or other unsecured debt. You may not be required to pay it all back because there are special programs now in effect that will significantly reduce the amount you will owe if you qualify. This is not bankruptcy or a debt consolidation loan. These programs, which the credit card companies like to keep secret, exist to aid American consumers struggling with overwhelming credit card debt by offering tremendous savings and real debt relief. Accredited Debt Relief has established a special hotline for you to call and learn what savings you qualify for. They've helped qualify consumers with over $1 billion in debt and are A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau. So don't wait. Get the relief you need during these hard economic times. For this free information, call the Accredited Debt Relief Hotline now. Call 800-585-8282. 800-585-8282. That's 800-585-8282.
I'm Martin Hoke, the inventor of Navage Nasal Care, and I love Navage. I've told you about how your nose is the body's air filter, that Navage's powered suction will help flush out allergens, viruses, mucus, and germs, and that Navage will help you breathe better. But what do other people say about Navage? Like Josh, quote, "After walking around my whole life being a mouth breather, I was excited to try Navage. I read the directions carefully, pressed the button, and oh my gosh, what a sensation. So much mucus, so much crud, but oh sweet, merciful air I can finally breathe you through my nose. Never have I ever taken such an amazing breath in my life. This is a life changer," unquote. He's one of over 100,000 online reviews praising Navage, the all-natural solution trusted by over 3 million people to help you breathe better, sleep deeper, snore less, and stay healthier without drugs. Navage is available at Walmart, CVS, Walgreens, Target, Rite Aid, and online. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E, clean nose, healthy life.
I'm attorney Kevin Rowe. When you're hurt in a car wreck, time matters. The amount of time it takes you to call for help, the amount of time it takes you to get medical treatment, and the amount of time it takes you to call an attorney can all affect the value of your case. We have a team of professionals and a network of experts who are waiting to begin working on your case the moment you call. The faster you call us, the faster we can get you all the money you deserve. In a wreck, need a check? Call Little Row Injury Attorney today at 544-4444. We're available 24/7.
Can get you more. Call 544-4444.
Insurance Research Council, July 2014.
Don't bet on any futures for NFL quarterbacks, period. I'll tell you why this Saturday morning at 7 a.m. with Name 3 players on the Sports Animal.
Welcome back to the program, Duke City. Got it all squared away. One last segment before we hand it over to CBS Sports National. Who's up next? Zeke something? Zeke Garb?
Yep.
Zash?
I just call him Z.
Garb? Zash Garb? Glarb?
Yeah.
Is it Glarb? He seems nice, though. NBA quick hitters coming your way. So, the Kevin Durant trade.
The one.
Brooklyn, I mean, we're F them picks. By the way, if you go to fthempicks.com, we own that website. It will redirect you to talkabq.com in honor of the Bucks and Rams winning back-to-back Super Bowls. And the Rams, F them picks. So really, F them picks, because all of those Phoenix Sun picks, they're going to be like 28 to 30. They're going to be at the very end of the first round. There might as well be second round picks. But anyways, part of the deal was he's a baller. Let's be honest. He's a baller. Michael Bridges was traded to Brooklyn, and he had, you got to do some press conferences, meet the team, do some interviews for social media. And they asked him, Robert, what they asked him was, who is your favorite athlete growing up?
Right.
And you know what his answer was?
What was the answer?
His answer was Kevin Durant. Oh, the guy that he just got traded for, probably no argument, top 10 players of all time, Kevin Durant, the undisputed mid-range offensive weapon of the NBA, the Slim Reaper. Somebody that no matter what team you play on, if you add Kevin Durant, you've got a chance to win a championship. Poor Michael Bridges gets traded to the Brooklyn Nets for his favorite player that he idolized.
Oh, my gosh.
What do you think it's like?
You don't want to meet your heroes, though.
Okay, excellent point. We know that.
They did him a favor.
Eat a bag of farts, Warren Moon. So, what do you think happened first? Did someone tell him, hey, bro, you got traded? And they're like, oh, to who? For who? Well, to the Nets for Kevin Durant. Or was it like Phoenix Suns acquire Kevin Durant? And he goes crazy.
Yeah.
He's like, we got KD. That's my favorite player, bro. Are you kidding me? We're going to win the championship, son.
Nah, that ain't what happened.
And he's like, oh, I'm in the package. Well, I heard Brooklyn's nice.
Did you see what he said?
What?
He says, it's KD, man. I get it.
Yeah, for sure.
Said I would rather get traded for KD than someone I didn't feel was good. It's Kevin Durant.
You see, that's the attitude
I
right
would
there.
probably make that trade too.
Duh. Of course you would.
Well, also, let's be real. We're in the age of Twitter. So if he said something other than that, someone would have went back on his Twitter feed and said, wait a minute. KD's your favorite player of all time.
That is so funny. And he's always been a fan favorite.
Right.
Michael, not KD. Everyone loves hating KD, including KD. But he's got like a magnetic smile, a fun personality. He's loved on the bench. He's loved in the locker room. Just a fun dude. And you could tell a personality just spilled all the way out.
What does the Brooklyn Nets media team look like, though? Like, cut. This will not make the final cut.
Oh, it has to. That's so adorable. So adorable. And he's from Philly, too. Not AI. Not Donovan McNabb. Not Mike Vick.
Is KD like thinking, man, I'm old? Is that creeping to his head?
Oh, he's got to.
Yeah. I would like, am I that old?
I mean, as often as I know, right? What we did this segment like a month ago. Was there like 8 players in the NBA where LeBron James played with their father?
Yeah, played with the dad.
Yeah. That's so crazy.
So KD's 34. Bridges is 26. Wait a minute. Well,
that's still enough.
It is. It is. Because he can be 12 and
yeah, for sure.
KD's 20.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because he was in the league. He saw him play at Texas and then Seattle and then OKC. Yeah, that checks out.
Dude, what are the Clippers going to do with Russell Westbrook? I know you're so happy to get rid of him.
Actually,
he didn't even have to. He didn't have to change lockers, bro.
I know they just changed the colors
They
on
just
it.
changed the color on his locker.
He's only there if they pick up his option for next year. They'll be in a new facility, but hey, he doesn't do a lot of packing.
No,
Well,
I mean, that's
to be honest. I'm gonna say this. Westbrook was not the issue, the big issue for the Lakers. The biggest issue for the Lakers is they just didn't have enough time to gel because they keep changing,
turning
people.
over that roster.
And then let's just say also AD does not stay healthy.
When they won in 2020, they were a team with pieces who played like a team, and they broke apart that team for players, and those players never gelled. You kept rotating in and out of players. Those players never became a team.
Well, because they were drinking the Kool-Aid of LeBron being LeBron of old.
Yes.
Instead of being LeBron is old. And that's not a slight. That's not a slight. That's the truth. We ran with that narrative for so long because it was true. Anybody can play. LeBron makes everyone better. But now he's to the point where you got to be holding your own weight too.
Correct. I mean, he can
get his
100%,
but he needs you to get yours without him trying to make you get yours.
do everything.
Yeah.
He can't take a sorry ass Cleveland Cavaliers bunch of nobodies to the finals to
No.
lose anymore.
Yeah.
He's not that LeBron anymore.
No.
But he's still a top 10 player in the NBA, LeBron.
Yeah.
39 years old, still dunking on fools. You see that alley-oop last night?
Oh, man.
Filthy. You're almost 40. Almost 40. Everything hurts when I get out of bed.
Yeah, his 40's different.
Every day I get out of bed. Everything hurts.
His 40 is super different.
I have to stretch. I have to take a shower. I have to stretch again. Everything hurts. Take the ibuprofen. First calories I get in my body, I chase it with ibuprofen every day. And this guy, oh my God.
The Lakers, this is what I do not like about my team. Why are we talking about them? They're in 13th place.
Sure.
What are we doing?
They're still the Lakers.
If this was the Clippers, you don't talk about the Clippers. Well, we still talk about the Lakers, and that's my team, and I hate it.
Hey, they're only 3.5 games out of 6th place.
No, but
it's 3.5 games. It is so the back end of the West can beat anybody these last 20-something games. Anybody can sneak in.
The two teams that
My
I say,
Rockets have a chance. Although, please keep losing, Houston. Get Victor Wembanyama.
they're not. They only won 13 wins. They are not doing anything.
Oh, God.
The team that needs to come back down to earth for the Lakers to do anything is going to have to be the Pelicans.
Mm-hmm.
The Pelicans, not the T-Wolves, because Anthony Edwards is a beast.
He's a dude.
But I'm saying the Pelicans just because they're missing their main man.
And shout out to Anthony Edwards for pulling a Kobe and calling out all these guys doing their load management. Yeah, he's got a point. Like how many stories do we see about some family spent 2 G's on travel and tickets and food and dinner and lodging to watch like LeBron James or Steph Curry or Kevin Durant, and he's being rested that night, and there's just video of some kid just bawling in their overpriced seats because he didn't get to see this guy. And they've been talking about, they've been talking about it for a year as a family.
Has that ever happened to you?
Not that I can remember.
It happened to me. Kobe Bryant, his last season, he didn't play in Denver,
Mm.
and they didn't tell. No. I'm that is the complete lie because I have a video. I'm at Staples, and I'm Laker to the T, and I'm sitting there, and they announce it. The public dresser announces Kobe Bryant. You know, the guy with the
sure.
Kobe Bryant will not be playing tonight. And you talking about the air come out of the building. I was so upset. So I was there. It was earlier in the season, like October, November. I did get to see him later in Phoenix. But I was so mad. It's not the same when it's Kobe on the road and Kobe at Staples. So, man, that hurts. That deflates you. You don't even care about the game.
I mean, and you were an adult.
Yes.
Think about a kid. Like, that's the biggest moment in your life up to that point.
I'm going to say
you're telling all your friends at school for weeks about this.
I was me at the Machine Gun Kelly concert. It decked out in Lakers gear. I even have, matter of fact, I have this jacket that I have right here. I bought this jacket there.
Oh,
I have my reversible Lakers jacket. It was kind of chilly. I had a Lakers like Santa sweater.
Wasn't thick enough to cover up your disappointment.
Oh man, Kobe Bryant will not be playing today.
I'm sure I experienced it when I was a kid, but I saw enough games. I was very spoiled as a sports fan when I was a kid, living right there in Houston, and my dad worked for an oil company. We got tickets to everything. It was crazy. So I don't have that moment that sticks out. I'm sure if I asked my folks, they could tell me, like, you're super sad, like Jeff Bagwell had a sprained ankle or something. You didn't get to see him play, something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, you just see those videos because everyone's got a smartphone now. Everyone's got their own news van in their pocket.
Yeah, and well, that's what I was doing then. I kept refreshing because it said game time decision.
Oh.
But now do you see a lot of these fans are getting very smart and they're bringing signs. Where they say, I traveled this far.
Yes.
I saw a guy from I believe it was Korea.
Oh,
and
nice.
he had a sign. He said, I came however many miles, 4,000 whatever miles to see LeBron James play. I said, that's smart because you use the internet to your advantage. Because if you get plastered everywhere, then you get the royal treatment.
Yep. No I-9 varsity today, but we love us some I-9 sports. Check out League Office 280. You got a kid interested in sports. You got a kid interested in cheerleading. You got a kid interested in any kind of extracurricular activity. I-9 Sports is the one to support your young one. We'll make up for it on Monday. We'll have a legendary I-9 varsity. We kind of just had too many quick hitters, man. We had to keep powering through this.
Yeah.
Thanks to all the texters. Thanks to all the callers. Shout out to Bruce Wayne. Shout out to Marty. Shout out to JD. Shout out to everyone else who participated in the program today. Robert, you want to hit us with the event tomorrow one more time?
Yes, it's called Jokes and Jams, comedy with music. Musical guest will be Baby Bash, comedy by myself, Spanky Hayes of Wilding Out, other local comics as well. Go get your tickets at reloadedtalent.com.
Hey, go out and support your UNM Lobos.
And that is tomorrow.
Tomorrow. The boys will be out on half court waving at you tomorrow, so come check us out. Have a great weekend. Stay safe out there. Make sure you check out the opening drive Monday morning, and when the boys will be back on Monday. See you on Monday, Burke.
We out.